Welcome back to episode 7 of Into Anterium. I am CJ. I am the DM for It's a Crit, which is our fun D&D party. Today we have Ms. Nettie controlling Alan Ray Nearin, the non-edgy drow.
Yeah, I'm nice.
We're going to have a fact check. Fact checkers? Fact checkers? Can we have... No fact checkers? There's no fact checkers today. Gonza, are you here? Can I have you fact check that, please? All right.
Wow.
Next up, we have Aaron, who is our resident ice genasi, which is a fun hybrid of all kinds of weird stuff. We can get into that when we get into his story. Aaron, say hello.
Hello.
I mean, you could have said more than just hello, but I mean, you just copied me.
You said hello.
That's a fair point.
I'm trying to get camera back on.
That's a fair point, though. Nah, yeah, you did exactly as well as was requested. So, hats off to you, my friend. I'll give you a point of inspiration for that. Let's bump you up to 4.
Oh, neat.
All right. Next up is sorry, Nettie's face. I just Next up, we have Chris down as our Dragonborn Artificer. He is a blue Dragonborn with only 1 horn. Why is that? We'll find out someday. Chris, you can also say.
Hello.
Actually, you do always say hello, don't you?
How's it going?
Yeah, that's fair. It's a fair point.
Link is up, TJ.
Perfect. Okay. And last up, we have Mr. Sebastian Gilga playing Emron, the Leonin Paladin.
Hey, thanks for still having me around.
Of course, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now I just got to get Aaron's camera back up, so that way we're good to go. And last time we left off, Nettie is going to give us a quick synopsis of what was going on, so I can do this.
Yeah, I was totally prepared for that. So we went to the barracks after having some fun in the tavern, where a bunch of shit went down, and the Duke and the Count got, well, kidnapped basically. So we went to the barracks to talk to the guard captain, Katrin Wheatflow, and she sent us to the docks to then take a look if we can either find the kidnapped people or some hints to that. And there we were super stealthy. No one fucked up their stealth rolls. That's a lie. We're not very stealthy, and some Sahagin or Sahuagin actually noticed us. But before a fight actually started, they kind of just went back into the water, and now we're confused and we don't know what to do. And that's where we left off.
I will have you know, I was stealthy. You guys were not.
Did anyone hear that
Yes.
besides me?
I think I heard it with echo.
Yes.
Double Aaron? Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got
Okay.
it. Okay.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
I was like, that is a really cool effect for a banshee.
Oh god. Fun.
I always remember the first time, and then when I have to redo it, I always forget the second time.
All right. So, great. Last we left off, Emron so the party had pushed away the Sahuagins. They almost skirmished very lightly. The Sahuagins retreated. Emron took it upon himself to run up in front of the warehouse that they have found. It looks like a little bit ramshackled, and they heard sloshing inside. Decided that in this moment it was necessary to thunder wave the door at 9, almost 10 o'clock at night. He's going to thunder wave the door.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking late.
The door literally explodes.
Heck yeah, bro.
It splits into splinters and shards flying in every direction, everything flying inward as well. And on the other side of that door, Emron, what you see is a massive steel-barred cage. And inside that cage, as the smoke settles, the form of a massive reptile. A lizard, maybe? And once everything settles and it quiets down, the creature roars and expands its wings out. There's a dragon stuck in this cage. This dragon, though, looks more aquatic than other dragons you've heard of. less rigid, smoother. The scales overlap almost in a wave-like pattern. The creature has what appears to be even gills on the sides as you look at it. The tail is flat and wide, unlike other dragons. The creature is trapped.
No,
begins
we're
to-
not stealthing anymore, right?
Yeah, I think stealth is out the window.
I will
Okay.
also say of note, you do notice that there are actually a few Sahuagins in the warehouse that have been launched across the room onto the other side, into the cage, against the walls. None of them are moving.
I'm assuming me and Ali can see this from where we're at,
You can.
or would we be too far away?
You can.
You
As a
can?
matter of fact,
Okay.
not Brobot. I keep doing that. Chris, from where? You're on the roof, correct?
Yeah.
Can I have you roll a dex save, please? And you're currently holding Nox, so Nox is gonna
Oh
be based on yours, and as will Sparky because you're close enough.
Well, shoot.
I'm gonna bring the dice over to this
Oh.
area for you guys, okay? So that way the camera doesn't have to move.
Could I poof Nox away as a reaction?
They're all gonna go off. Watch. All these numbers just pop up.
So that Nox doesn't get killed?
Sure.
Oh.
So when Emron thunder waves the door, you basically just poof away Nox, and just all of a sudden Nox is no longer in your hands. You're no longer yelling into Nox, Chris.
Blasted away. Reduced to atoms.
So look what he rolled.
What? Did you just
He
nat 20 in
rolled-
the first like 5 minutes of the stream, bro?
He just fucking nat 20 that shit.
Nice.
On to a good start.
All right.
I saw it
Come here,
coming.
guys.
I was prepared.
All right. Yes. So, great. With the nat 20, you're able to simply sidestep as the piece of roof that you were on, and various other pieces along the warehouse have actually just fallen inward of itself. You're able to step over, and you're on a beam now, so there's a support. A lot of the loose ends or loose parts of the roof, though, have
Ooh.
caved in on top. The as those pieces hit the ground as well, the dragon is even more irritated than it was 10 seconds ago. Emron, this creature looks like it looks at you, and it opens its mouth.
Yeah. When I saw that there was a dragon staring me down, I would have been like, "Oh shit!" and sidestepped out of the way, like behind the door frame.
Sure. Okay.
That's-
Yeah.
I'm no longer in his line of sight.
Good.
First, we should stay here.
Good. So, Emron, yeah, you will.
Did you should or shouldn't?
You're not.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Emron, you definitely you sidestep successfully as the creature lets out this. It almost seems like you've realized now that there's water sort of. It looks like there's actually some sort of water pool underneath him as well. If he is in a square cage, there is a circle in the center of this massive cage that is water. And so the water begins to swirl up around him and accumulate, and then it flies spiraling around his back up to his mouth. It accumulates into a large ball of water, and it blasts out this almost tidal wave within a 30-foot cone around you. You barely get out of the way in time.
Okay, this is not good. This is not good.
Not what we were looking for. Not at all.
He doesn't look too happy. Should we free him?
I was thinking that exact same thing.
Hello.
I mean, we have a dragon with us, so maybe that he can talk with the captured dragon. Is that something you can do, fix it?
Can someone get
would
me
be
down?
willing to?
Can someone get me down?
I'm like,
Can you use
I
the
al-
crates? Just
Um,
jump. Just be careful. Wait,
I can
can you?
try and
Can our
catch them.
Dragonborn
Can you
talk
see
to
the
it? Can
dark?
someone get me down?
Oh my.
I brought him up there, so I might as well try and catch him and help him down. Even if he
Jump into my
I
arms.
won't.
Hold on, I got some rope. I'm gonna
Basically.
tied on something.
The creature
Climb down.
continues to smash itself against the cage.
Oh god.
It seems
Okay.
that seeing that the cage itself is a bit rusted. However, intact and unbent, the creature must not have been rustled, but perhaps due to the loud, thunderous clap of the thunder wave, the creature has not only been awoken but agitated.
Whoops.
Yep. I have nothing.
We're out of our first initiative, right? Where
Yeah,
this
you're
is
out of
currently-
this. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have nothing.
Does it? Can I tell if it can see me and Allie from where we're at? Because we're essentially staring down the barrel of this fucking dragon at the moment. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty. Damn. I'm gonna hold my hands up. I'm gonna try and make a very calming motion.
The whole time the creature
Very-
is screeching, smashing against the cage.
Yeah. Can you talk to that? You and I will Frakes. You know like elemental speech, right? Can you talk to it? Looks like a water creature.
What's happening?
I can speak primordial.
Wait, that. Still, like-
But yeah, but can I tell if it can see me, or is it like looking at me, or?
Yeah. So, the creature is frenzying around. It's frantically moving around the cage, continuing to smash into different parts and bite at the bars, claw at them as well. You are able to approach it, and it will acknowledge. It will see you moving up. Of course.
Okay, yeah. So I'll approach it like cautiously, and like kind of with my hands up, and I'll speak to it in primordial, saying, I'm gonna try and get you out. We're gonna help you. Just don't hurt me. I have friends. We're here to help. As I approach.
It sort of stops smashing for a moment and kind of perks up its head and looks towards you, Friggs. What a disgusting tongue you speak in, it says in common.
Okay. Okay, so you speak common. That helps. I wasn't sure.
Why
I
would
just-
you
yeah, like I said-
assume that I would speak garbage?
Try you, water dragon, water elements. Just trying to. I don't speak dragon, so that was my next best guess.
I am not a water dragon.
A dragon?
You offend me.
Can I make it up to you by letting you out?
Roll persuasion.
This is gonna end well.
I was. Oh my god. Good
Can-
thing you have.
can I give
You're the one that told me to
charisma.
talk to it.
Yeah, and I wanted to help you
Then why didn't you
Can
help?
I give him?
because you were talking.
What do you want to give Bastion?
Can I give him advantage? And I say I didn't want to startle you. It just sounded like there was danger inbound, and if possible, I would like to help.
You can roll with advantage, Friggs. With the help
Cool.
from Emma.
I'll burn a point of inspiration anyway, just so I don't fuck this up.
Copy that. Back to 3.
All right. Yeah.
That is a
sweet. So
5
that
and a
is
2.
that is a total of 7 with the inspiration that I used.
The curse!
Because I don't have any bonuses,
Yeah,
so yeah.
You will not approach.
I'll just stop where I'm at. Cool.
Okay.
Hello?
Not approaching.
Okay, so...
You release me. Looking to fix it.
Good luck.
It's just in the background.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. So you approach the cage.
Okay.
You see that there is seemingly no.
I gotta like keep my hands together.
Okay, you see that there's seemingly no large door or gate to enter nor exit this cage. What are you waiting for?
I'm sorry, sir. There's no lock on this.
I'm assuming
Release
I'd be like right here.
Hey, Frix,
Calm down.
Do you have ice magic available to you?
Roll a persuasion check with
What?
disadvantage. Fix it.
I have a little bit. What do you need?
For telling the
Have ice?
angry dragon to calm down. Yeah, you're gonna have to roll a persuasion with a disadvantage, my friend. Let's see what you got. Fix it.
You want to get out of here or not?
-3 to the roll too.
Oh my
For
god!
insulting it.
Alright.
Yeah, I have 2 ice spells.
Total of 9.
Total of 9.
One of them would just piss it off.
Oh.
So you release me from this cage and stop speaking before I change my mind.
I'm gonna briskly walk up.
While he's in there, can I take a look to see if there's anything coming around the building at all? Like keep an eye out.
Yeah, so you'll run up to the sides, roll me a perception check for the sides. There's nothing at a glance. So let me ask you, which side of the building do you want to run up?
If I remember right, at the end of last session, you said I heard something loud this way.
Yeah, you heard
Right?
something loud from the water side, correct, from the eastern side.
Okay, so is there a crate? I know I don't see one on the map, but would there be a crate that
There can be a
around
crate.
this corner
Sure.
that I
Yeah,
can
that
kind
can
of
be.
duck behind to keep an eye out?
Absolutely, that can be, yeah.
Sweet. Then I will do that. My dice is over here.
Map is for reference. The game will be up in our minds.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another thing that I don't have a bonus to.
Tinker's tools?
That's a flat 9.
Okay, yeah, you look around, and I mean, you know, you can hear the waves crashing against the dock area. You see some bubbles out in the distance, but it could honestly be from the way that the waves are moving. It's not necessarily super obvious that it's some sort of creature or anything like that.
Okay. I will just stay where I'm at, and if I see anything
Sure.
hostile towards me or the party,
Okay.
then I will attack it with something.
So back to the fix-it scene then. Yeah, the dragon you can see is just becoming less and less patient. You see the water underneath him begin to swirl slowly again. So I'm growing impatient.
I'll hold my hand up. Okay, but look at us, look at you. We're not very big, so we have to find a way that we can get you out of there, because we don't see one. Do you know how did you get caught in this?
we do not get caught. This must have been a fluke. I don't know how I ended up in here.
Are there bars below you as well?
Yes, they've allowed some water, but there's no way out that way.
So you'll have to get around, out through, and I point behind me through the doors.
They've done something to me. I feel nothing to worry. Let me out.
Is there a pulley system?
I would say
You
we
look
could.
around, and there is a small crane in this building.
Okay, but then he's still in the cage.
And you do see that it's
So
a
the-
warehouse with lots of boxes stacked up, crates stacked on each other.
Oh.
So let's try and get him out of here in the cage, and then try to get him out near the water. Would that be okay? We're trying, really.
Perhaps underneath, it is not normal iron bars. It is steel of some kind, metal. But they look like squares. Maybe underneath there's a way. Some mechanism to release me.
Anyone good at diving?
I'm in metal armor. I would sink like a stone, so maybe.
Okay.
Don't think if that's the best idea.
So, I'll take a look, but promise me that you don't do that water thing while I try and find a way out for you, okay? Please.
You ask me to promise you.
Freddy, please. I'm trying to help you, really. And I can't help you if you drown me. On accident. Or purpose.
On purpose. How
We
big
are
is the cage
trying
again?
out.
Fair enough. I shall not do that.
Thank you. And I'll take a look, and I'll pull my hair up, and I'll stick my head in the water to take a good look at the bottom of the cage.
Oh, okay. So you're. Yeah, so
Why you
do
get to swim?
Do you enter? Like, you don't have to use your figures on the table, but do you decide to enter the circle pool inside of his cage, or which way? How?
Yep. I'm gonna try
So
and
you're
stick
gonna-
my head underwater
Yeah.
to see if I can get a good look, if there is a mechanism.
Sure.
And I get flashbacks to a very stupid pond that I fell into some time ago.
Okay, so you step as you enter forward. The dragon sort of relaxes. It stands up tall, and it just kind of gets down on its sits on its hind legs.
Oh!
You do see kind of like bubbles of water, like little water droplets, kind of circling around the entire cage, but they're just circling passively. And it sort of just stares at you intently. Almost looks like the creature almost seems like just the way that the scales move and the tail itself on the back, and even the giant like whisker like tendrils that come out of its face. Almost everything seems like it's flowing in the ocean in a current under the water. It's majestic as you take a moment as you gently approach.
I will try not to stare, but to concentrate on what I'm doing or want to do.
All right, and yeah, it does let you approach. You get towards the pool. You can dunk your head in the water. And when you dunk your head into the water, you do see it looks like a large grating, steel grating, where it's basically like steel that's just in like a cross hatch formation basically throughout the, and it seems like it's some sort of hatch. As you look around at a glance, you don't see any mechanisms on the inside right here that would release it. So that's you sticking your head in the water. The water does go down about 15 feet, though.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna take a dive.
Okay, you're gonna dive into the water?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna dive into the water and see if I can
Okay.
gather
So
more
you dive
information.
into the water. You go down to about 15 feet. Roll me a perception check. Let's see if you can find something.
I'll would it help if I would use light to illuminate the area?
It will help you out. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, then I'll cast light. Well,
With
would
light,
have
you can
cast-
roll the perception with advantage then.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, that was weird. That lagged. Beautiful. That's an 11.
We're doing good, guys.
So with an
Yeah, they
11, with an 11, you're able to see clearly due to the fact that this is like a cylindrical, like it's like a kind of like randomly like a well, like a shape of the well, right, where it's just a circle going down. But at the bottom again, there is a crossed hatch, like steel hatch grating, and you see that there's no mechanism on the inside. But what you do see is that beyond the hatch is actually it expands down. You can see maybe like 20 feet down, even farther than that, you see what is the ocean floor, the sea floor. So you can see that it does release into, or at least out into the wild. It seems like it releases out into the wild. You can see schools of fish and whatnot kind of swimming underneath there. And what you do see is that there's the poles that this dock sits on. There is, it looks like some sort of lever. Some metallic-looking pull lever, like an electric switch lever, where it has the handle with the two little arms that attach it, so you can pull on it down, is underneath. It's rusted, but it is down. It's about 10 feet down, though. It's on one of the poles. That's what you see. So you can infer, but yeah. There's nothing obvious confirming that would necessarily open this hatch, though.
Okay, and there's no other way.
You don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll swim back up.
Am I free?
Not yet. No, I'm. Okay, so there's a hatch down there, and I will try that. It looks pretty rusted though, but we're on it. It's not gonna take way longer. If that doesn't work, I have another plan that we will try to break you out. And I will look around to fix it and Amron. So there's like this weird hedge, and I relay all of that. Should I try that?
If it's rusted, it might be stuck, so maybe somebody with more strength, I would gladly help you with that, if you need help.
Be my guest.
What about me?
Let's not all jump into the water.
And yeah,
I'll go. I'll dive. I'll wave Emron over, and then I'll back down.
Can we get through if you dive down the cage, can we get through there?
The hatch.
Are we small enough to pass through there?
The hatch is the hatching is too small. Only small schools of fish could go through it.
So, yeah. Then I'll walk around the building towards the docks where Frix is currently watching around if there is anything, and jump down there into the water and just dive down and try to see if I can find the lever.
I'll keep light up to illuminate for you and point in the right direction, but before that I'll wave you over to me. And no, I will not cast guidance, because I don't think I can cast guidance underwater because you can't hear me. So I'll just have my light and I'll just point in the right direction. I'll just pray that you'll be strong enough. Well then.
Alright.
I mean, how long does... Yeah, never mind.
So, Then,
Or is there anything else I can see except the lever that you described?
So the water, because it is the waves are a little strong today. The water is kind of murky in this area. It's hard to see anything past about 20 feet out, and so when you're jumping into the water alone, I think you said, right? Wait, did you say you're going into Nid? No,
I'm inside.
you're inside the building.
I'm on the inside in the water, like on this side of the hatching, and then he's gonna walk from the outside.
Okay. So what's your con mod, Yoga?
+5.
Good choice. Okay. So you're wearing your armor still too, right? So you're gonna sink like a
That's faster way and a better stand underwater, I hope. Yeah.
yeah, so, okay, you jump over the pier, into the water. You do indeed sink, incredibly fast for being in water. It almost, it's almost like something's pulling you straight down to the floor. So you eventually come down to the bottom. You're standing on the slant that is like the rocky coral and, just, the washed up stones. It's not a very... there's a reason this isn't a beach for people to go to. And you turn around and you can begin walking in the direction of the lever that you saw. You walk for about a few seconds, right? So because seeing as you're underwater, you can hold your breath for 6 minutes. It's 1 plus your con modifier, which is 5, so 6. And then you would start suffocating, so you have a lot of time. So you walk on over slowly, because you are literally in heavy armor underwater.
Moonwalking.
And basically moonwalking. You approach the lever, and you see the lever is about 15 feet up.
It's still on one of the stakes, basically.
So
right?
so basically, like underneath the pier, the wood holds up the pier from underneath, and so you notice that even though it looks like on top, it looks like cobblestone and flatland. Actually, the pier does extend quite a bit inward underneath all of that. So there are many, 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 many of these posts holding up the heavy weight of the cobblestone up on top above it. So they have basically turned this into reclaimed land to some degree. They have artificially expanded the border of the city over the water. And it's actually pretty far. I mean, you can only see the 20 feet, but you can see within that 20 feet, there's just so many posts, and it just fades into darkness. There's no wall that you can see from the 20 feet. So.
Okay, so since those posts are holding up a heavy mass of the land, I think, whatever, that I can basically use my claws to basically dig myself into the wood and move myself up the post towards the lever.
Nice.
Yeah. And, okay, so, you're able to, Allie, you see, as you're looking down, you see the Leonin in armor kind of just walk over as the bubbles kind of float up to the surface, him holding his breath. So, I'm going to have you roll a d6, Mr. Leonin.
Okay.
Oh.
A d6. That's a 6.
It takes you
Is
6
that good or
minutes.
bad?
It takes you 6 minutes to climb up to the top and pull the lever.
Oh,
Shit.
No.
So in that time, I'll swim up again, grab
Okay.
new air, and dive down
Yeah,
again.
that's
I
fine.
only have 3.
You only have 3. So okay, so the second, so at the end of your second dive, Ned, you realize that eventually, you see the Leonin clawing into this pole, climbing, but it's just he slides down at one point. He realizes there's like a really nasty, like oozy fungus or like bacterial growth amongst the pole that just he
Algae.
slides down like algae that just he's just unable to grip sometimes. And eventually he makes it up. At the end of your second dive, Ned, you realize that he's still down there. That means that he's been there for 6 minutes. The Leonin, as you as you're pulling as you pull you finally reach the lever. Emron, you get to the top and you're just like finally you feel yourself kind of beginning to suffocate. You almost feel turning blue. You feel yourself, and you're able to pull down on the lever, and it goes halfway. Can you roll me an athletics check?
Okay. I should. Fuck, too late. Either way, that's...
He's all... I know, I saw that. I was like, this is the moment. You're literally running out of breath, but okay.
Yeah.
And I love it, just that moment, just like, no way! You know, like slow-mo, where you're like, no, dice, don't roll. I need to use my inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was thinking. Either way, that's a 17.
Oh, good. Okay.
Damn.
17, you're able to sort of just like, as you begin to like, sort of like, you realize that you have no air left, you begin to suffocate, and the pain of just the lack of oxygen, you kind of pull it down regardless, in a heroic feat of just, I need to release this creature. You begin to suffocate. You can survive for about 30 seconds before you die. Hey, cool.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because so when you're underwater, once you start choking, you can survive the number of rounds equal to your con mod, and so you can survive. Yeah, actually you do start dying. You run out of breath. So you're not dead until for 30 seconds. So if someone doesn't save you within 30 seconds, Emron, you will die from suffocation.
I wave him up. I'll wave him over, and oh my god.
No, he's passed out. He pulls the lever.
He's passed out.
He's unconscious. You ran out of breath. So once you're conscious for a certain amount of time, and then once that time runs out, you begin suffocating. And once you start suffocating, you're actually unconscious.
I hope that thing is open.
So he can be unconscious with the water for a certain amount of time. So like for instance, if he he could hold his breath for 5 minutes, right? 6 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes. So your con mod is a +5, so you can survive. Oh no! I got that wrong. No, yeah, you're right. Okay, so you have 30 seconds. So it's 5. So you have your air. You run out of air. Then you have your con mod of turns, which is 5. So 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds more before you go unconscious and drop to 0 HP. After the 30 seconds, then you go to 0 HP, you're unconscious, and then someone has to pull you up.
Fish me out.
But I'm gonna do something really stupid.
Then you begin dying, so you would roll death savings, but you would probably just suffocate and die. Yeah.
I might do something really
So
stupid.
yeah, so you have 30
survival.
seconds to be saved. Yeah, you're
As he pulled the lever,
Okay, so for
Did
30
something
seconds I can't do anything. Okay.
no, for
No.
30 seconds you can.
Oh.
You can still do stuff. After
How
30
m-
seconds you can't.
How much?
no.
How much water is there between me and the surface? How much feet?
Let's see. 10 plus 15, 25 feet.
Since I have a walking speed of 35 feet, underwater it's halved, I believe.
It is.
So that's 15 feet, and
Plus you're in heavy armor, so I would have you roll an athletics check with disadvantage because of the heavy armor.
then I'm going to use 2 inspiration
Okay.
There you go.
and try to swim myself back up in the 30 seconds I have.
Okay. Chris, did you want to say something real fast?
So why did the man in the heavy armor volunteer to dive in when I asked if I?
wrong.
What about me?
And he saw a court creature. He know how an intelligent court creature. He knows himself how bad that is, and wanted to help him with everything that he possibly can do.
I'm in medium armor and have athletics to pull. It was the lever.
Well, hindsight
We decided
is
this way.
natural 20. So
Yep. True. Well, we're already here, so here we go. All right. So So Gilga, what do you want?
Athletics is disadvantage. That's-
Yes. So Bastion, what do you
Yeah.
want? You want to do what? So it's disadvantage for an athletics check to see if you can reach the surface in this time limit. Yes.
and with 2 points of inspiration.
With 2 points of inspiration, that is a +5. All right, let's bring you back down to 2 points.
Let's see.
Ooh! Wait, disadvantage.
It's
Well, at least you roll. At least you use inspiration, so it's not a net fumble. That would
okay.
have been
So
fun.
wait, I didn't. Oh yeah, 1 in 16. Great. So that's 1 with 7 plus 5 is a 12.
12.
Still not bad, considering.
All right, Emron. You grab the lever, and you realize you're out of air at that moment. You see the hatch does drop, but it actually only dropped halfway. So it did not completely open, because the rust actually had it blocked the gears. The underwater not calcification, but it's I forgot the word for that, but basically the buildup of bacterias, and there's even coral growing on it at that point. Kind of blocked the door a little
Barnacles?
bit. Like barnacles and whatnot. Yeah, that kind of thing is grown over the gears. That they're the hinge that allows it to swing open. And so with a 12, you're able to swim up, but you're not quite able to make it to the top. You make it to the door, the hatch itself. You try to come up and around the door to squeeze through that spot.
Oh, I was hoping straight up and not.
Yeah. So the hatch is closed like this, and then it would have to swing down to open up for you. But it got stuck about here because of everything growing on the hinges. It did not open up completely.
Yeah. Okay. I was imagining that the lever is a bit out of the way of the ramp, that I could swim directly up and be under the docks and not under the hatch. That was just my misunderstanding.
So the only opening in this immediate area, you would have to go all the way back out to where you came from to get opening up into the to the dock, or the opening. Basically.
Yeah. It was just my misunderstanding. So yeah.
So in the 30 seconds you have, you basically have to shoot 25 feet up in order to make it to the opening that is where the dragon is. You make it up to the half cage. You're able to kind of push yourself off and throw yourself a little bit farther. You make it up. You're right alongside Allie as she's trying to rise as well. Allie, I'm gonna have you roll a strength check for me.
Can I do something else instead? Because I don't think I can. Well,
Sure.
me or for him? Because I'm not gonna grab him and pull him because I can't.
Okay, well then never mind. Yeah, Gilga.
No.
Okay.
No.
What would you like to try?
I hope this works. Ellie is gonna swim up,
Okay.
grab a deep breath of air, swim down, and is gonna grab Emron and try to get air into him.
It's Emron's dream.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So you
Hey man, whatever
So
fucking works.
Allie swims down, seeing Emron struggling, the heavy armor weighing him down. It doesn't look like he's going to reach it to the top in time. Allie swims down like the mermaid drow she is, and performs mouth-to-mouth air transfer to Emron, giving him just enough life to push through and enough motivation to keep living. And they both swim to the top. You guys emerge, just with this deep of air as you reach the top. You've made it.
That was a bit sooner than I expected that to happen, but I am not complaining, and thank you for saving my life.
Nettie, you're muted or something.
No. She literally is just like.
Sooner
Just-
than
To save
expected.
your life. I'm gonna turn to the
Like-
dragon, to the water creature.
Yep.
So,
Sooner than
the
expected.
The dragon
get the
just
wet
si-
hair out of my
You
face.
see the dragon just staring at you. because it's been standing over the water the whole time, just kind of staring down. And so it looks at both of you. Amusing. And it like breathes out through its nose. These little water bubbles like kind of go like float towards you guys, and then like form the shape of like a heart.
Oh my god! I'll wave my hand through it.
Throw it, just erase that.
I'm gonna say that the both of you are morons.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you are there too. You were watching the whole time too. So actually, you actually saw that. Fix it.
That was just
Idiots, the both of you.
I feel like Briggs around the corner is like, wait, did Fix It just not call somebody else an idiot? Like what?
That was
What's
just
going on in there?
to save a life. Look at the water creature. So the hatch is half open. It's rusted or anything, but I assume you're quite strong. So to save a life, be my guest.
Yep.
I like how the dragon's just watching Hamron drown.
I don't.
Well,
Fun.
it was all pretty quick, and it. Yeah, he's. I mean,
6 minutes.
He's still sitting
Almost
the same way he
7.
was sitting. He just kind of. It seems that you, kitty cat. You may be worthy of a gift.
A gift from you. Thank you very much.
And it pulls out. It doesn't pull out. It's sort of like. Actually, you know what it'll do? It sort of looks around. Do any of you have a receptacle?
Yeah. I hand the dragon my bucket.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I have vials. I have 5 empty vials.
Well, very well. And he looks at the bucket, and he's sort of like, you can see it
Pull up a vial.
concentrate. Its eyes kind of like glow a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Ooh.
And it,
Mine's bigger.
it's sort of like, as its eyes are glowing, it looks at all of you and says, "Look away." Does anyone avert their eyes or not?
I will.
I turn away, yes.
Okay. You just hear this, and then he's all, "You may now look."
I'm gonna hesitate a second. I don't know if I want to look.
I can feel
Yeah.
it.
You look into the bucket, and it looks like this kind of like viscous, kind of cyan bluish / clear like liquid with some sparkles in it. Consume this liquid, and you may breathe underwater for some time.
I'm not
Nice,
going to
DJ.
think.
Nice. Good save.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking right now.
Don't! Do not! This is
I'm
bad
gonna
enough.
taste it.
No!
You say you're gonna
No!
taste it? You all right? You taste it a bit, and it actually just kind of tastes like seawater. But it just doesn't
Thank you
have
very
that
much.
raspy feeling. If you've ever had seawater and you know how it like makes your throat really dry, it doesn't have that effect on you.
Yeah, it seems good.
Thank you very much for the precious gift that you gave to me, and it will come in handy in the future, I believe. Thank you very much.
To us as a group. So, do you think you can get out now? Because again, it's only halfway open, but I'll leave the water. Did I leave the water already? I'll leave the water if I haven't left the
that's
water
fine, that's
already.
fine. I am gonna step back for a moment and go ahead and give Nitty a point of inspiration, up to 3 now.
Yay!
Fix It for being brave and simply tasting this random viscous liquid. I'll give you a point of inspiration, and Emron, you didn't die, so I think you deserve one too. You know what? I'll give you
Thank
You know what,
Yes!
Friggs? You know what, Friggs? I'll give you one for being a good lookout, giving a good support.
Yeah. I will take it.
I feel cheated.
That's a fair point. Okay, I'll give you another one then, Andy. There you go. I have to 4 now.
Thank you.
Great. So the creature is sort of looking around. I can get through that. Now, all of you, I may have a task.
Okay.
And then
Friggs?
It looks to Emron.
Friggs?
Friggs. So Friggs will come around. Maybe you'll come around the corner then, Friggs. I don't know if you want to join.
If I hear my name being called, I'll come around.
Yeah.
the corner.
Yeah. So Friggs, you
At least
basically walk around the corner to the door. Yeah. You see the dragon, and them all, the 3 of them standing there.
What I miss?
I have a bucket.
I'm wringing out my hair.
You have a.
I'm bringing out my mane and my fur.
Just like shakes, like shoots water everywhere.
like a dog.
A bit like a dog.
Yes.
The water
I'll
drops.
start wringing out my hair all over when he does that.
Oh my god. The water drops that are flying towards the dragon just stop before they actually touch the dragon's skin and just kind of float around.
Damn. That's so cool.
Wait, check
what's-
this out.
What's in the bucket?
It,
A gift?
a gift from the dragon. It lets you breathe underwater for
A
Yeah.
while.
for a while.
That is very helpful. And I'll look to the dragon as like, thank you. I don't know which one of us will use it, but when we do, it will be much appreciated.
What did you even do?
It's a fair point.
At least you know your place. I appreciate that in a servant.
So, what is that task you were talking about?
It is not for you.
Well then. Be careful out there. There's something that roared there outside, so I'm gonna shrug and start wringing out my clothes and just walk a couple steps.
It looks to the Leonin. What is your name?
My name is Emron, sir. Task for me. I hope I can be of service.
You seem to be the leader of these ruffians. Then perhaps you can hunt down who did this to me.
For a second, his face just freezes before he says, I would not consider myself the leader. I just met them.
Hush.
Er,
I have
And-
deemed it so, and so it shall be.
very well. And the way it looks, he's looking around the room with all the Sahagin dead lying around him. We might already be on pursuit of whoever did this to you, so... How do we say it? 2 birds with 1 stone?
Perfect. I see no birds here, though. Only Sahuagin.
It's just a figure of speech. That
Then we can stone them as
you-
well.
He just looks
What'd
to
he
you,
say?
fix it. Amusing.
if you find a big enough boulder, you might squash 2 Sahuagins underneath it. So, 2 Sahuagins with a boulder? It's
Two
just a
shark with one boulder?
figure of speech that people on land use.
Boulders would be good to use. You could crush them all with one blow. This is why you are a leader.
I'm just yeah.
Just looking for his face. I'm just
He is equally as I'm
What
not
do
their leader as Bastion is right now.
We have
will
like
single
this
the-
row of
He's trying-
disappointment.
He's trying to. Emron is trying to hold a serious face, but
I'm gonna try to signal him to like roll with it.
yeah.
for the time that those three are here in the town, I was already somewhat of the leader to them.
Good. Good. Hmm. There is
So
something I
my
must...
Discord just died. What was the last thing you heard from me?
What you that
You sort of already were the leader
Yeah.
for us in this town in the last few days.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's
Okay.
basically what
Yeah.
everything
And
what I
so
wanted to say.
he looks. This dragon looks to you. There is something I must investigate. I will be back tomorrow in the evening. Meet me here at the docks at that time, and I will share your assignment with you.
I'll look to the other three if they had how they react, and
How do you three react?
I'm just leaning against the door, waiting for the conversation to be.
Okay.
One day I wish to be big as you, Mr. Dragon.
Hmm.
Oh my god!
You realize that.
just roll with it. He is a bit.
I'm
different.
still growing.
Are you?
Yeah.
Just ignores him and just looks away. Just seems unamused
So,
at
yeah.
that point. And then it look.
So-
Maybe I think you're the last.
Fix it. I pet fix it on the shoulder. Well, I think we might be up for that.
Tomorrow in the evening, we will be here.
Very well. Then return at that moment. Do not be late. I don't like to be kept waiting.
Understandable.
And it sort of
Cliche
just,
act.
it's sort of just like lowers its head and just fluidly slinks into the water, and you just hear this thump as it like just easily shoves right through that grate. Now that it's happened. And yeah, and the dragon is gone.
Just to make that clear, you are not our leader, and that was just to save you. But I turn around and I start walking towards Rickson outside.
Did I miss something? What happened? What?
No.
I looked to fix it. Did I miss something?
Ah,
I'll take that as a yes and just walk
we
away.
got drafted.
I just kind of
Yeah,
mumbling under my breath as, man, fuck that dragon.
Roll me a stealth check, my friend. Actually, I like whispers to be like sleight of hand. I don't know why.
I'm
I
good
like
at
to,
both, so pick one.
Yeah, I just like the idea of sleight of hand being. I know it's specifically sleight of hand, how fast you are with your hands, but I really like the idea of sleight of hand being like trying to do something unnoticed. You know what I mean? Rather than actually stealth being like. I feel like stealth is like sneaking in a sense, like your physical body doing it. But if you're trying to hide something, an action, a small
TJ
action that you're doing, sleight of hand.
So you want sleight of hand?
DJ honey, you don't have to explain your decisions to us.
Yeah,
We're
but
the
I felt
DM.
like it. So what?
Well, I'm just saying.
Why you push it? Why you shitting on my moment?
Excuse
I'm
me, I
just
was trying to
kidding.
make it feel better.
I'm just kidding. Oh, is that?
So you
Wow.
want sleight of hand? That's what you want?
Yeah.
That's a 23 with proficiency.
I regret this. Alright.
Stealth would have been higher.
All right.
So I'll go ahead and F1 the bucket of sick.
The bucket of sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Judging by the sounds the dragon has made, I'm gonna assume it's the bucket of sick.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it too
So
late to
last
switch adventuring parties?
session we had bathroom sandwich. This week we
No,
have
don't
bucket
you-
of sick.
don't-
I think we're just getting worse every week.
Yep.
You need a quote of the week for the Twitter.
Tune in
We
next
have-
week to
we
see
have a
what
lot.
gross thing we come up with.
Can I, is it too late to switch adventuring parties? I feel like I should.
I'm just gonna go ahead and point out both of those were fix it.
Yeah. So, what time is it? It's like 11 at night, I think. It's like pitch black. We just freed a weird water creature. I hope that's not evil.
He's an asshole, I can tell you that.
Well, that's fine. Not all assholes are evil.
Fair.
Eh? So, I'm gonna poof out Nox, and I'm gonna let him fly over the water.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, while walking towards Friggs, I'll just stop in my tracks, put a hand on Friggs' shoulder, and just jump into Nox to avoid any other conversations right now. And see if I can find anything that's I'll have Nox fly about 110 feet above the water, maybe 115. And to see if I can find any disturbance in the water, like something. He has 120 feet dark vision, so...
Perfect. Okay, so
Yeah.
have Nox roll me a dex saving throw.
Hey, what now?
Thanks.
Can I
I'm gonna
use my inspiration for my familiar?
No, but you can have advantage because he's so high.
And he's tiny.
Sure.
Small.
Yeah, I'll give him
Tiny?
advantage.
One of the two. Tiny. Oh, he's
Probably tiny. Yeah, probably tiny.
Oh, well, no. Oh, I'm not green. I'm purple. I got it.
Nope, that's a nat one.
That's a nat one.
I just moved the dice. I didn't roll it, for fuck's sake. That's a nat 20!
All
There
right.
you go.
21 total.
Way to go! All right.
please.
So out as soon as Nox is like a little distance out over the water, he sees underneath him the dragon erupt from the water and fly at full speed towards him, just barely missing him, grabbing a seagull instead, chomping it down and diving back into the water.
Like that scene from Jurassic Park?
Yep.
Or Jurassic World?
That's right.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'm
I
gonna
got
let
you,
Nox
CJ, I
fly
got
up high. Very high. And wait for a while.
Okay. Okay. Now roll a so you can roll a perception check to see what you see out there, or to see what he sees out there. It is just keep in mind though, it is indeed a very foggy day, so there's like almost zero visibility up high.
I still have advantage with my owl, which is good, I hope. It's a 17.
Looks around, doesn't see any obvious signs of creature activity, other than the ripples of the wave, of the splash of that massive dragon.
I'll let Nox fly back and land with me, and then I'll hug my owl.
Aww.
Slightly traumatized.
Okay.
So that dragon can jump, and he just ate a seagull. I think he was aiming for Nox. And I pet my owl and I just hug him.
That would have been interesting.
No.
I didn't say good, I said interesting.
Hugging my owl.
Anyway, I believe we were here to find Duke? Yeah, we still have a job, guys.
Something. We found something.
Not we were supposed to. We found an asshole, that's what we found.
Yeah.
Now we gotta find another probable asshole.
I put my hand on Friggs' shoulder. Do you have dark vision? Can you see in the dark, Friggs?
Can I open one of these crates?
Friggs, answer me.
I cannot.
Okay, I'll cast light on his something of his clothing, a dagger or something, and I'll put my
have, like,
hand.
3 daggers on my belt.
Yeah, then you have light on one of them now.
Okay.
One of them is a light up dagger now. It's a glow stick, and the hand on his shoulder.
You do realize that my whole thing is sneaking, and it's hard to sneak when you
Yeah,
put a
but
light on
listen,
it.
listen to me. Put my hand on his shoulder. May my patron guide you while you investigate these crates. And I've cast guidance on him.
All right. Yeah.
So he has light, he has guidance. Let's go investigate. Go what you're good at.
Fix it.
Go do earn your money.
Fix it. You wander
I mean-
off and investigate some crates. I'm assuming.
Yeah, Fix It, the one that wanted to investigate the crates.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, Friggs, I guess you're also able to now investigate crates if you wish.
Yeah, sure, I'll investigate some crates.
Okay, both of you roll me your investigations.
I would like to take a look around on the Sahagins if they have anything worthwhile on them that could help us further.
And that's a plus D4.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn. Aw.
That's still pretty high. That's an 18 with expertise.
Okay.
Wow.
You have the D4 in there?
That's without the D4.
So
Let's add the D4,
come
shall
on.
we?
Okay, Emron, what you find is basically the Sahugans, mostly what they have is
21.
tattered. Some have some tattered humanoid clothing. Some it looks like sailor clothing and whatnot for just apparel purposes, perhaps. And most of them simply have spears or just their claws. The ones that are inside this room. There was one that was wearing some random Tricorn hat that had like claws slashed through it, cuts through it, like a captain's hat.
Oh, that's what those are called.
It's not called a Tricorn. I messed up. It's called something else, like Try Something, or maybe it is Tricorn. It has some weird name.
I
Yeah,
think it's Tricone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one over there if you want me to show you for reference.
Like the Jack Sparrow hat, I guess.
Yeah,
That's-
okay.
Yeah, you see one of them has those hats on. That's the only one that stands out.
What does the 24 get me?
A 24, you're looking around the crates, and aside from most of the crates just being, looks like tools, some of the crates are, silk and linens. A lot of it's like Tricorn, yep. And so a lot of it is like just shipping goods, actually. There's not too much of note in here except for the dragon's cage.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Same for you, Friggs. Looking through the crates, they're just trading goods, all kinds of trading goods. There's some random simple weapon crates as well, simple shields. Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like it's just this is a storage warehouse for shipments to be sent off.
I'm gonna pocket some of the linens. I can use that to patch the party's clothing.
All right, great.
Mm.
I looked at Allie. So is this the only building in this area that we need to check? Because we are supposed to. I'm going to go ahead and reiterate that we're supposed to be looking for the Duke.
Okay.
And if this is the only building, then we might have to report that they're not over here.
Before all of this happened, when I had Nox fly his area, his circle the first time, did I see any other buildings in the area that we could
Sure,
shoot
there
stacks of crates or something?
There's other buildings. This is the only one that looks like a warehouse in the immediate area.
Okay.
Everything else looks like housing that's a little farther back.
Okay.
This is a very small little dock. It's like a private pier almost.
Well, the only warehouse is this one. Aside from that, there's further away some housing, but this is the only thing that's close to a warehouse in this area. Seems like a small dock, really.
Hmm.
And Imran, I don't know. Did you want the Tricorn Hand? I don't know what you're gonna do with it. But
No. If it's already slashed, then nah.
It's got one big cut through it. It still holds its form, but in the front corner, it just has this huge cut through it, so it looks like someone just barely dodged a bullet, I guess, so to speak, or a claw.
So cool though.
Aaron wants the tricorn hat.
Well,
Nenny
Aaron
wants
can't
the
have it.
tricorn hat.
Nenny can also not have the tricorn hat. It has to be.
Can Ellie have the tricorn hat?
Well, if Amron doesn't, he found it. If he doesn't want it, then I don't see why not.
Do you want me to fix that for you?
He
No.
holds it up. Anybody wants?
Tricorn.
He holds I hold the Tricorn head up and ask, does anybody want to slightly damage the Tricorn head for style points? and I walk over to Ellie and basically place it already on her head.
Forever before he can do that.
Tell me you
Okay, I
wink.
was expecting that.
Tell me you wink. Tell me you wink at him. No, I'm just kidding. Does Amron wink? No, I'm just kidding. Damn it.
That was the best D6 and the worst D6 in my whole D&D life.
Oh.
now.
That was the worst moment in Ellie's life. No, it was not. There have been worse moments, but no.
Oh god, that's funny. I mean, you did save him. Honestly, I was gonna have him start dying, like 10
I
feet
know.
from the water's top.
Yeah.
So
No, that was a legit good play. Bravo.
yeah, that
Mhm.
was
Thanks.
one of those
Thanks for
like
saving us.
one of
Ellie.
those like I really don't want to do it. You could have just let him die. I mean, he's the guest player technically. I mean, you know,
Ellie
that would have been a way to go, right?
All my
maybe
draw are traumatized, but one of them is good.
Maybe the dragon would have been nice enough to bring my dead corpse back onto shore.
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm willing to bet not.
I was gonna
Yeah.
like cut a piece of your armor off, make it easier to kill you.
Yeah, that could have worked too. All right. So let's see. What were we doing? Yes, the tricorn hat. So as you grab the tricorn hat with gusto to avoid him putting it on you, this little like note that was tucked away inside on the inner brim, where it kind of has like that a little note fell out, or at least a piece of paper. It's waterlogged at this point. It sort of hits the ground with like a really dissatisfying like.
Nice
the hat
sound
on.
effect, CJ.
Yeah. Put the hat on.
Was it
Grab the
dissatisfying? I mean, like that was the point. Was it a dissatisfying sound?
It was accurate. The accurate was the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would use.
Like it's a sound you don't want to hear, but it was exactly what you didn't want to hear.
So
It's
the hat
like,
is probably
ew.
as waterlogged as I am, so that works.
Yep.
Just gonna put
Just like a wet
the
rat.
hat on.
Gross.
I mean, I was in the water like 5 minutes ago, so
Yeah, I
really.
mean, yeah, it's fair. Yeah.
That doesn't change that much.
You actually were able to notice too when Emron's head emerged. His head is actually kind of small for his size. It's just the mane that makes it big.
It's true.
As someone with long hair, I get it.
Someone who has seen cats wet. That is very true, though.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right.
And I thought it was a play on my 8 intelligence.
Oh no, I'm. Well, I guess it
You're
is
a
now.
cat!
Well,
Oh my god. Is
So, yeah.
it like curled up or is it folded?
no, it's like it's a disgusting little squished ball of paper now on the ground.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
and I'll-
Yeah, so you can roll a
Gently.
dexterity check to see if you're able to pull it apart gently,
Oh,
so it
wait.
doesn't tear itself apart.
I'll dry it first.
How will you dry it?
I'll use a firebolt, and I will use. Let's see. Can I use that right on there?
Have you guys ever tried to like get a piece of paper when it's folded and it's wet and it's dry later?
It's fucking
Doesn't.
yeah. It doesn't.
It's
unfold.
better than if it's wet. If it's wet, it's just gonna fall apart.
Maybe.
This might help a little bit.
Careful.
So I'll use a firebolt, and I'll try and dry the paper to have a better chance at unfurling.
Yeah,
Well.
that's gonna work.
Okay.
Eh,
All right. I think it would be easier while it's wet, but I also understand.
Would it?
It only
This is
easier.
Nelly.
Too late now.
So it's harder.
Yeesh.
It is hard when it's wet because but once you dry a piece, especially if it's going to dry in the ball form that it is, it kind of becomes more rigid when you dry it when it's that wet. And so when you try to pull it apart, it's very possible, depending on what type of paper it is, that it'll fall apart. So if it's regular
What?
paper, it would break into pieces. You know what I mean? But if it's like a thicker
Yeah.
parchment, we could just say maybe because of the quality, maybe it wouldn't. And I'll say that this is a peach of parchment because it's thicker.
Okay, it's a
Peach of
piece of parchment.
Peach of
That's
peach of
good.
parchment.
Okay, I'll take that.
That was Aquin. That's what it sounds like. I'm just
I
kidding,
would know that.
That's right. Fair point. Yeah. Okay. So, sure. So I'll give you advantage on your dex check, but still a dex check.
That's dex. Okay, that's a +3 with advantage. I'll use. How many? Yeah, I'll use 1 inspiration to get another 2 on there.
Point of inspiration.
Yeah.
Robot. Why can
And
you roll?
that is gonna be
I think he just moved his die.
Oh. Okay. I was like, what are you rolling for?
30 20.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. What? That's my job.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So 15.
30, 20, nice.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. Yeah. So you can unfurl it. And you unfurl it, and it's a lot of the ink has been washed away, scraped away by the salt water itself. However, you see that it actually says warehouse inventory, and it has just a list of many types of how many crates, crates of fruit, blah blah blah, and it has written this many. And it looks like it could be an inventory list of what's in this warehouse, especially after the other two have already kind of ravaged all of the crates that were in here. You do see one thing of note that is it does say on there, 1, and then it's kind of scribbled out, and then it just says question mark, question mark, question mark. And then at the very bottom, it does have a boat name. It says registry for registry list for, and then it has some boat in like some really fancy looking cursive stuff. It's quite hard to read, but with an intelligence of 13 or higher, you could make out the wording.
No.
I could.
So
What
you're
you got there?
You're unable to read the cursive.
Can any of you read this?
What is that?
I'll peek behind our soldier. I'll make sure Friggs does not touch it, or Fix it does not touch it.
I was like-
Friggs, I will touch it. Like I'll peek over her shoulder and I'll try to read what she can't read.
Sure.
I'm just gonna lean over in the
Point.
quest against Ali's to read it.
Okay.
Wait. I had the paper over.
Okay. Sounds good. So the boat's name, it's not a signature, it's just the name of the boat. And the writing is a different kind of writing than the rest of the inventory list. So it's you can assume that it is, since you're also above 13 intelligence, you're able to assume that it's already like the agreement. Somebody already received or has acknowledged that that's what's in this warehouse, and that this is the boat that is going to take this inventory away. Because it's signed with 2 different things, right? So, the name of the boat, written right there, is actually the Salty Mariner.
Marination?
Sure, you could do that.
No,
At least it's
no.
not the salty seaman.
I thought about it.
Oh,
You did.
yep. Surprised. Slightly disappointed, but not
I'm-
surprised.
I need to be a good boy.
Do you really though? Do you really though, CJ?
Are you though? Are you?
Oh, PG what is on?
So that is yeah, you guys come across the roster, and that is what you find in this building. That is all you see of note in this area. And it doesn't look like there's any other buildings, so it's probable that the Duke is not here, not that you can see.
Should we head back to the barracks now? and then crash at the Adventurers Guild, or should we first? Like, what's our plan?
Sounds
if
like a
there's
good
nothing
plan
else-
to me, at least.
If there's nothing else here, then we might as well just head back.
I don't think there's.
I have this very like haunting suspicion that we missed something, but I don't have any way to check that.
What you mean? But from what we can tell, this is all that there is to it.
Yeah, I know. That's the issue that I'm having.
The Duke might as well. They might as well have already had a boat here when they arrived at the Duke and set sail with the boat already.
Maybe.
If
That's
worst
also a
comes to
fair
worst.
point.
Maybe the other guards found something.
Let's hope for that.
Well, better way, no way. The best move forward. I don't know where my
Yeah.
brain was going with those words.
I don't know either.
Yep.
I'll start my way back to the horses.
Well, I am pooped. I think I need a dirt nap.
A dirt nap.
Are you sure you don't want to sleep in a cozy bed? Compared to all your travels.
You want a dirt nap.
We'll have time to relax soon.
After the last time I entered a tavern, I don't think it'd be very relaxing for me.
It's,
No, no.
it's not a tavern, don't worry.
We can sleep at the Adventurers Guild. I think I might be able to organize some beds for us there.
And Emron is just pointing at him. I think I can help you with that.
It's like I'm literally a member.
I don't look at him.
He doesn't acknowledge him at all. Just no, I don't know him.
Are you done with my bucket, everyone?
The liquid's still in the bucket, Emron. So it's up to you if you have some sort of container or receptacle to put it into. Looks like
Yeah,
it wants
do we
the
have-
bucket.
5 vials.
5 vials.
Did you
Five
fill up the
vials.
bucket with it, or is it just a little bit in the bucket?
It's enough for one empty potion.
I have 5 empty vials.
Sure, could do that.
So how many?
Yeah.
It could fill up.
Uh,
I think all of your vials, actually, all 5 of them. They're only like 2-ounce vials, I think, and I think the potion is like.
No, I think 4 ounces. 4 ounces of liquid for a vial.
Then 2.5 vials, so 2 vials, I guess it would be.
Okay.
Cool. Did the asshole say how much of these we had to drink? Or if we just drink it and we're good?
Yes. I don't know.
Just drink
Wow.
one, I hope that's enough. He didn't say.
We'll find out when we get to it.
Perfect.
I mean, I didn't feel anything when I tasted it.
Of course you didn't.
It must be more than the taste of it then, alright?
Okay, so then the party, you guys get back on the horses as you're discussing that, and you ride off back towards the barracks.
Let's go.
Literally eats himself off.
Back to the barracks.
Okay.
To the barracks.
Let's not mention we found a dragon unless specifically asked about the dragon.
Yeah,
That-
we are not gonna.
Us setting that free might have been a bad
Yes.
play because we don't know who was keeping it there.
I
And
agree.
I'll look to fix it, and Emron's like, "Cool, Keep
Let's
him
go.
at-
Oh, God.
Only if you are
I'll
asked.
I'll just look to Emron. Cool,
Only if you are asked. Understood.
cool. All right, now I'll just get on my horse and head back to the barracks.
Perfect.
I'll grab the reins of Fixit's horse again, depending on which way he's sitting on that one. Just to be safe that he'll arrive with us.
Fair.
I don't know. Let's roll for it.
Is he actually gonna roll? Yep, he actually.
Yeah, he rolled.
Right.
Well, good thing I didn't ask for it, because that's fucking trash. Alright, so...
So I'll steer my horse and I'll have his reins as well. And I
Okay.
have Nox on my shoulder.
Sounds good. So, we will go ahead and take a good 10-minute break right there. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, and then we'll continue from the barrack scene. Okay, so see you in 10.
I'm proud of
Y'all
you.
are going back to the barracks?
On horseback,
Yes.
back
On
to the
horseback.
barracks.
Okay, so you gallop back through the night. You see all many of the The buildings by this time have turned off even the lanterns. But you see taverns and whatnot that are open. Some little buildings, some stores perhaps are open as well. Then you ride along to the barracks, which is well lit. And as you guys are arriving, so is the so are a couple of the other scouting parties.
It takes us how long to get there, and what time is it again?
So it's actually basically just after midnight.
And that's including like the halftime with my background.
Yeah, because I think
pretty
it
late.
took like 40 minutes or whatever to get back to go there, right?
Yeah, something like that.
It was gonna take like 2 hours or an hour or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yeah, let's say 40 minutes.
Okay. So we're gonna try and get into the barracks again to talk to the captain.
Yep, and yeah, everybody, like I said, a lot of the other scouting parties, the guard parties on horseback and on foot are returning as well at this time.
Is the stable hand?
The stable hand? Nope, there is no stable hand available right now. He's not there. But there is posts where you can tie up the stables out in front, kind of like a parking spot, basically, for horses.
Oh, I was about to ask for a parking spot. Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for the ride, Mr. Horse.
Oh,
I think the term is hitching post.
That's it. Thank you.
I'm gonna leave
There's a
Nox
hitching
outside
post.
again.
Okay.
But this time, I'll let him. Before we arrive, I'll let him fly off my shoulder and like onto a roof nearby.
Okay.
Keep an eye.
So, he is going to keep watch. You guys shuffle in with the rest of the recruits and guards and whatnot. And you see everyone else is going into this large hall. And that is at the end. So at the end of the hallway, it's this large like chamber. It looks like a mess hall or maybe an auditorium or maybe a multi-use room. And at the front is Catherine Weeflow up on a podium, a couple steps up on a little platform, talking to the side to some other guards, it looks like, including the Goliath standing up there with her.
To not step on any toes in this room, I'll just kind of chill against the back wall and listen to this meeting that's, I assume, is about to happen.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and take a look if she sees us entering, just so that, like, if she notices us, so that she knows that we're there, but also just keep to the back.
Okay.
Yep.
Friggs, beelines for the front row.
Riggs, beelines for the front row.
Fix it. God damn it.
You guys
You
chose those
should
names,
know.
just saying.
Yeah.
Call him 6
You
then.
should
Call
be
him
the
6.
last one.
Briggs and
Yeah.
Oh my
call him
God.
6. Call him 6. I just feel like someone is gonna say sex at some point on accident, and it's just gonna be really awkward.
I'm not a bard.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, so so I just do want to confirm, where are the four of you located? It can be separate from each other. It doesn't matter. There are many chairs. There are many chairs in the room, but you can see that all of the guards and whatnot have actually pushed them all aside. So none of them are sitting. They're all standing in the room, waiting for this meeting to start.
Just leaning against the back wall.
You can see the
Next
guards,
to Friggs.
everyone that is shuffling, is just, you can see that they're just drained, just absolutely exhausted from an entire day of searching and interrogating, maybe, and doing their job, trying to find the Duke and the Count. And they are just tired. It's the ambiance of the room, right? The mood is just exhausted defeat. From most of these people who just shuffled in. And you can see Catherine Reeflow looking around, still her brow furled. She's just kind of waiting for everyone to finish shuffling in.
Important question.
Yeah.
Was that enough time to not be soaking anymore?
Yeah. Plus, riding through with the air, with the wind, from like the breeze from the riding on the horseback. Yeah.
Do I smell like the ocean?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
100%, absolutely.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Me
So
as
as,
well, I
as
guess.
a matter of fact, you kind of see some of the guards had noticed as you were walking, and they kind of like whiffed you and just like mumbled to themselves as they kept walking. Too tired to really
Nice.
give it crap right now.
At least I only smell like the ocean and not like wet cat in the ocean.
That's a fair
But
point. Ooh,
I'll have my
dang.
tricorn and I will
That's right.
wear that.
Yeah, you
Probably.
came back with a tricorn.
Yep.
All right. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm gonna stay in the back, but I'm gonna grab a chair to stand on so I can get a better view at the front.
Okay.
How tall is
Are
Fix-It?
you tall?
He's 5'9".
Oh, so he's
Uh,
only an inch
I don't
shorter
know
than I
why
am.
I remember that distinctly. Like probably from the bar incident or the bathroom incident. Like you were like, I'm only 5'9". I'm just like, I'm just not ready for that.
So he's
Alright.
he's short for Dragonborn, but
He
still.
is. He's still tall enough.
Tall.
Yeah.
Like I'm 5'10".
Right. So for example,
Yeah, like- I'm still gonna stand on the chair.
I have to be fucking tall. Whatever.
Okay. So you're off to the side then
That's-
because they pushed all the chairs out to the side.
Yeah.
Well, I think he said he went to go get one to pull the back wall.
Oh, okay. So you went to go get one, you pull it to the back wall. So are all of you going to stand at the back wall? Is that what I'm understanding?
How large is the hall basically from Captain Wheatflow to the entrance door?
Probably good, like almost 100 feet, 80 feet.
Just so I can say that it's known. I know there are some Goliath folk that are tall around. I just don't want to be directly behind any massively
Sure.
tall people.
Most of the guards and whatnot have
yeah.
amassed in a big like group, kind of in the center, in the middle of the hall. There is a space between the end of that group and the back wall,
Okay.
like 15 feet.
I'll
I just don't want my vision obstructed.
You should be able to see
yeah.
at least the top half of her.
I'll just mingle my way into the group of guards so that she notices me that the person who is responsible for the 3 other people is there as well. Not
Notice
that
me,
you
senpai.
often.
Notice me, senpai.
Not that
I will
she's-
remember all of this,
she-
Gilda. I will remember all of this.
So while we're waiting,
Mhm.
and I like lean against the wall, I'll also slightly lean against Friggs, and I'll jump into Nox. I
Okay.
want to see if I see any non-guards around the vicinity. Keeping an eye on the barracks or something.
Sure.
Like white and red clad people or other suspicious folks.
Sure. Okay. So, everyone's talking, and she just sort of like stomps a couple times. Listen up. We have news. We have it on reliable sources. The location of the Duke and the Count. All of you today have done a good job, and I commend every single one of you for all of the effort that you have put into this search. Now for the bad news. Not only did they separate the Count and the Duke, the Duke has been taken to sea. The Count is on land. Here in the city. We're going to establish the resources that we need. And prepare a raid. We will also begin preparations for the Duke. And she sort of stops her, looking around the room, and she kind of like, her eyes, as she says that, kind of waver over to the party. She acknowledges Emron in the middle, and she looks at the 3 of you in the back. She says, well, some of us may be called for duty above and beyond what is previously requested or promised. And she goes back to scanning the room. But all of this needs some time. Yeah. We will have preparations ready in the morning. Everyone here, go rest. Tomorrow is going to be a very difficult day. Dismissed. And she just turns and walks down and walks into a side door that leads out of the hall. And you guys came from, if you guys imagine the hall, the stage is up in front, you guys came from this back door kind of to the left right here, coming in, and she just exited to the left, that same side, going out into somewhere else.
Alright then. A raid, you say?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. This sounds kind of fun.
Sounds like an adventure.
I'll look to Emron whenever he approaches us in the back. Do you still want to interrogate that hobgoblin? Or do you want to try and save that for... because it is late?
I don't think it's necessary that the Duke and the Count have priority right now.
That's fair. I mean, the raid isn't until tomorrow, so if you wanted to do it before we went to bed, then that was my suggestion. But it's your call.
I'm good. We know where the two are, that's enough for me.
Okay.
Hold on.
Go ahead and... I don't know where the guild's at, so if you want to lead the way.
The Goliath will walk up behind Emron, put his hand on his shoulder. Go rest, friend.
Thank you for the advice. That's what we had in mind to do now.
Tomorrow is going to be rough.
Do we have any leads on who did this and why?
He sort of leans in, kind of to talk to just the group. Word is that the Holy Blaze Brigade is involved with the Count's kidnapping.
Really?
Would I have heard?
Surprising.
So, yeah, the Holy Blaze Brigade, you've heard of it, especially being in a guild. You're part of this guild. You recognize that they are from, the Kingdom of the Rose. You are in the United Anterium Hold, but they have begun to try to expand their influence as a faction, right? So they have arrived in Port Godreton to try, 15 to 20 of them arrived some days ago, and they're here to supposedly try to get jobs and build their name here. Build a branch. And so, yeah, you have heard of them. You know that they arrived a few days ago. You're aware.
Okay.
That's surprising.
Interesting.
Something feels off about it.
Off in what way?
This doesn't.
Aren't they
Go ahead, Emron.
Aren't they supposed to be like people that fight for justice, or at least a group? That sounds weird to me.
I would agree. But in their doctrine, it doesn't particularly say save people. It says destroy evil. Maybe their word choices on purpose. I don't know how they could be involved in this, though. I don't think capturing nobility of the local area where you're trying to establish a name for your faction is exactly a welcomed introduction.
That's what I was thinking.
There have been imposters?
Yeah, that's my thought. Maybe someone's pretending to be part of the Holy Blaze Brigade and is trying to smear them.
We don't have much information, but we saw this. We did see a drow wearing their robe walk in.
I point at Ellie, and there are many drow, and not everybody seems evil.
There's not that many drow in this city. Have you met more? Kind of looks at you like you can see a slight tinge of concern at your statement, so nonchalantly saying, "But there's so many drow."
I personally not, but the drow that I met is a kind person, so.
Which one?
I heard the stories, of course, but you heard the stories and then you meet a rather nice individual of those, so you can't lump them all in.
There's always exceptions to the rules, friend.
Yeah.
I've only met one so far, and based on first impression, they're not really great.
He kind of just chuckles.
I hit fix it. with my 7 strength.
Oh my god. Oh, hey. Hey, you do that in front of a city guard? You, Dragonborn, do you wish to press charges?
What?
Nah.
Fix it.
She ain't hit
Relax.
hard enough for assault.
Well, this would be battery. It was physical. She didn't threaten you,
And look-
so I suppose we couldn't get her for assault.
Why would I threaten my
I just
own
put my
group
hand
member?
over her mouth, just like stop. Just
I'm gonna get down from the chair.
Alright. And then, so now you're like, you were about eye level with the Goliath, and now you're back down to... just be like, huh. You're smaller than I remember.
I'm still growing.
Mm.
I do not know of Dragonborn growth patterns, I suppose.
Back to the original discussion. Did you interrogate or ask at least the proprietor of the busy jellyfish where everything happened? I was in the back of the establishment in a court, in a in a cell, and
Holding cell.
in a holding cell. Thank you. And well, after talking with her and trying to get some information out of her, she told us it's above our pay grade. So that sounds like an
Ah. Well, that sounds suspicious.
interesting source.
Do you have any proof of this?
Sadly not. Only that the explosion that happened opened up the path to my holding cell. That's the only thing I have as proof, and everything else is just verbal.
Ah. Well, that
I can
is-
vouch for him.
Ah.
I
Well.
take my hand off Nettie's mouth while she's trying to talk.
Well, we heard her being very suspicious and shifty about the whole thing. Plus, she has holding cells in the back of her tavern.
And I don't think that's something you can get rid of really quickly.
Hmm. Well, forgive
Can
me
you
if
spare
I'm
some-
unable to take the words of passing adventurers. You, Emron, however, I understand that you are established here, so if you believe these fleeting souls, then perhaps I can put in a word for an investigation. Or at
I
least some
was the
poking
sole
around.
reason. No, I was the sole reason for those three to get involved in the first place.
Very
And I
well.
saw one of their members get abducted in the first place, or at
Ah.
least get thrown into a cell next to me.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
There's a secret door in the bathroom if you decide to go through with your investigation.
It just strikes me as odd. Mirabelle has never been suspicious, as you say. She makes terrible sandwiches, but she's not a bad person. Don't tell her I said that. He sort of just looks at her. And then he just gets
I
in.
agree.
Don't tell her I said that.
Apparently, her personality is as awful as her sandwiches.
What was that name again?
I agree.
Mirabelle.
Mirabelle.
Yeah.
So, did you see anyone aside from the robed drow in that kind of armor?
The road dude. I saw nothing. These are reports.
Did the report say anything else aside from that
I've already said
person?
too much. This is more information than you need to know at this point in time. Tomorrow, everything will be discussed. Go rest.
Okay.
He's all Emron.
Well,
It's always a pleasure. Stay out of trouble. Don't get kidnapped again. At least not until tomorrow.
I'll think about it. Thank you.
No promises.
He just pats you on the shoulder. All right. And he walks off.
I don't like that guy, I think.
Well, All right.
You are really
He's-
good at saying things that could potentially get you arrested or murdered.
I mean, to be fair.
he's just doing his job as far as he can.
I'm very charismatic in the wrong way.
Yeah. That is proved very evident.
Okay, so the party, you guys are talking and joking as you go out towards the Adventurers Guild Hall. I believe you're going to the Golden
Yeah.
Mantles Guild, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just following Emery because I don't know where we're going.
Perfect. Emron, you do know where you're going, so you exit the building. Everyone else is kind of shuffling out, so just dragging in your feet. Everyone is just tired and dead, and so you head on over. It takes about 15 minutes to walk to the guild from here. Which puts you at almost it's about 1:40 in the morning, or it's about midnight 40.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
it's almost 1 in the morning. You guys kind of slog in. It's been exhausting. It's been a long day, and you're super tired, just like Aaron's face right now. And it's
I'm in character.
I'm in character, dude. Yes. And so you guys walk through these. So you go up to the building, and you can see it when you turn this corner. And Emron is kind of able to gesture that this is it. And you see this large 2-story building. It's it has the bottom half of this building is like square but cut out. As it goes, there's 2 large cylindrical, like circular pillars made of like white marble with these gold trims going up all the way to the top, and on top it looks like kind of like a bulb where it's round like an onion, and it has that little peak on top of both of those towers, just pure gold. The doors are very ornate with wood and gold trim, as well as like very kind of like vine-like flowery patterns, etched across the entire door. It's still made of wood though. And on top of the actual flat cut-in part of the building is this large dome, also bulbous in form. And it's also made of gold. And and on top, in the middle, right above the door, is this large sign, and it's just written in this very elegant golden mantles cursive. And
So-
the door, Emron is able to approach. There are 2 guards stationed outside too. Members of the guild, actually. You can see that their armor is similar to Emron's, actually.
Good evening to. Oh. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Letty.
I just wanted to ask if the crest of the Adventurers Guild is also on the outside or not.
The crest is outside.
Okay.
Thank you. Since I assume I know those 2 guys standing guard right now, I'm just going to say, good evening, you 2. I hope there are still 4 rooms for me and the group I'm helping out here in the city tonight.
Yes. So you see them. They're kind of just standing there, kind of leaned up against the post, like either side of the door. They were just bantering back and forth. And they kind of perk up and they see Emron. Emron, welcome back. You didn't die. Congratulations.
That's not really. Not dying was clutch. It was thanks to the nice drow lady behind me that I didn't die today. So
Oh, well.
you can thank her for that.
He kind of just like furls, like looks a little confused. Okay.
All's good that all's
End-
good that ends well.
Yeah, all's well that ends well. Wait, is the phrase, what is it? All good? No, it is all
All's well that ends well. I think it's well
I
twice.
have not said that in a long time. I don't actually remember the
Nope.
phrase, so yeah, all's well that ends well. Yeah. Anyway.
You know what I mean.
Hello.
Yeah.
All's good that ends good.
Yeah.
All's well that ends well. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. They're like, yeah, well, okay. Well, I don't know really what to make of that. I mean, you trying to find a wife or something?
No!
What? No, don't. I mean, I enjoy living, but no, that's not what I had planned.
And then the other one's just kind of like, yeah, he's kind of a, a playboy around these parts.
There's this look across my face. It's like, what the fuck did I miss?
Yeah, and with your passives, none of you see anything. I'm like, okay.
That's not good.
I mean,
like,
if you adventuring is dangerous, as you just heard yourself. So enjoy life as long as it's around. You know, I live by that motto. So are you really that surprised?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend getting kidnapped as part of the tactics. But hey, each member of the guild is entitled to their own methods, regardless of how incorrect and dangerous they are.
This guy's a playboy. YOLO.
That was not part of that, but yeah.
Hey, you do you, boo boo. Whatever, it's all good. Just show the identification. Pop on in.
I'll take my identification out in one hand and place my left hand on the shoulder and just let some electrical energy run through it.
Okay, he's just like, okay. Yeah, no, just calm down, kitty. No, I'm just doing my job, Enron. I like to joke. I'm sorry if I've offended you.
Kitty,
the truth hurts.
Kitty is okay. Kitty is okay. Boo boo. And I might have to shot you again.
Sorry,
for
you
that
saved that
one.
for the drow over there?
And another electrical shot through him.
Okay. I'm done. I'm sorry. Ow. I'm done.
Alright, Boo Boo, I'm tired. Let's go.
Okay, hey, just let me get the names of your visitors. I'll jot them down for the record. You be in, you're good.
Do I know if it's something like I have to name, give them the name, or can they announce them themselves? So it's something that needs to be done like
so you would know
one way or another.
You have to do it. You have to do it because it's. Yeah, just remember, Emron, you got to be the one to say the names. Like, I'm sure that they can speak and everything, but hey, actually, I'm not sure of that at all.
I introduced myself as Nyx, by the way.
Fair enough.
To Emron.
Oh, as Nyx to Emron.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Yeah. When I met Emron, I said my name was Nyx, not Briggs.
Okay.
So Nyx.
So yeah.
Okay.
Pointing at Ellie.
It's just for the location. It's just for the locating spell. We got to make sure we know where these guys are in the guild, so can't let them roam free. So go ahead.
Yeah,
names?
True. So yeah, the lady, her name is Ellen Ray, called Ellie for short.
Only for friends.
So I assume I'm at Ellen Ray again. So yeah, that's that.
Ew.
It was more for the other two, but interpret that as you want.
Pointing at Briggs, the gentleman with the book on his waist is called Nyx, and the Dragonborn next to me is called Fix It.
All right. As he writes as he writes down the names of each of you, a small like minor illusion type bright, like kind of like little illuminated image appears on your chest on each of you. It's very small, but it has the same logo as the Golden Mantles guild.
Cute.
Great. So as long as you guys have that's your identification. You're basically your visitor's passes. Okay. So make sure to keep those on at all times, and don't remove them, don't get lost, and don't go into anywhere prohibited.
I can remove this.
Are prohibited places marked?
Yeah,
They
how
are.
do you know they're prohibited?
They are
Duly noted.
You'll see them. Believe me.
Got
You'll know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Just stick to the visitors' hall. There's also a tavern inside.
It would be a really bad idea to do anything illicit here in the
Would
guild hall.
recommend it, definitely.
We
But-
know.
As visitors who have a patron to support them, like Emron here, you guys are also entitled to take on any of the jobs as long as Emron is signed alongside vouching for you. He doesn't have to necessarily take part of any of the jobs on the job board, but as long as he's the one vouching for you, he's technically the one responsible for you. So if you do something wrong, he's the one that's going to get crapped on, just saying.
We enter now?
Please don't,
Gears are turning in my head.
please don't get me into more trouble that I already am. Thank you.
All right, and that's it. Don't steal, don't fight, don't kill. In the hall. Take it outside if you're going to do all that.
You got it.
Great.
I don't think we're going to get involved in it. And I remember the tavern from earlier. Yep, got it.
So you guys pass on through, and he sort of, as you guys are about to enter the door, he'll, also, I forgot the rule anyway. Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out as you're in there. All right, have fun.
Anything that
What are you
anything that
talking about?
I might know that he wants to tell.
Go ahead, Imran, and roll me a history check to see if you remember what he told you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm just going to point out that a rogue was told to stay away from prohibited
I
areas.
have no clue.
Wow. Emron, as a matter of fact, to you, you don't remember there even being a fourth rule. So.
Who these
On brand.
rules nowadays?
Kind of on brand, yeah.
Yeah. So, feel free to head in.
Let's
All
go.
right, well, yeah, head on in. There's also the bunks and stuff. So if you want to stay, as long as Emron's vouching for you, you're good to go.
Thanks.
No problem.
Thank you, kind gentlemen. And then I'll just kind of walk past.
Oh,
I'll follow in.
Okay.
yeah.
So you guys
I'll go in, obviously. Yeah.
I'm awaiting inside.
Okay. You enter inside, and there is this, like, the grand entrance hall is just, it opens up, and it's like a larger version of, like, the scene from the Titanic movie, where there's just these two grandiose staircases that just go up opposite ends of the wall, just wraps around, and the banister goes along the sides. They lead out to these, like, window doors that lead, like, overlooking the front side of the building. There is this massive chandelier above, right on the middle of this entrance. The bottom floor where you're entering is all stone, but it is inlaid. There's a massive, the emblem of the guild hall is just in a massive like circle right there. And farther in, there's more doors. There are doors, another set of almost as elegant double doors straight ahead of you. There are smaller single doors on each side, and then there's many doors up on top as well. It just, boom.
Okay.
As we
Well,
walk in,
welcome
do I
to-
see anything that would scream prohibited?
At this very in the entrance hall, no, there's nothing.
Okay, duly noted.
You hear Allie just go, shit! And she steps in her tracks, puts her hand on Frick's shoulder. I forgot my owl at the barrel.
It's just sitting there, just like. It's only 15 minutes away.
I might as well look through there, see if I can see anyone now around the barracks, some Holy Blaze Brigade dudes or something.
Yeah, you see nothing at this moment. No.
Okay, I'll poof him away.
Okay.
So that he's with me again if I need him.
Okay, he poops back and he looks visibly agitated because he watched you.
Oh, no,
he
no, no,
watched
no.
you leave.
No, I just put him into the Feywild. I just put
okay.
him into the pocket.
Well,
He's not with me.
Just be aware that he's going to be quite upset, meta. Like, because he literally watched you leave and not say anything. He just left him there outside. So he's going to be pretty upset next time he poops into existence, just saying.
Like Archimedes from fucking Sword in the Stone.
And I just choose to ignore him.
That bitch just fucking left me.
At least I remembered. At least I remembered relatively close to leaving him there. And not tomorrow morning.
I feel like this happens a lot in the time that we've been traveling.
Oh yeah, right. I had an hour.
We need a counter for that.
Yes, please.
I think this is like the third time I've lost him.
We need a counter for how many times you've lost Nox and how many times Fix-It has lost Sparky.
Yeah,
I think
just to
currently
see how
it's
many
3-1.
Yeah, let's see how many times it
So-
happens in the campaign.
And then
Okay,
we'll
so-
come up with something for me.
So after going like, shit, and stopping in her tracks, she's then like, okay.
You've gotta, like, keep track of your animal.
He's fine. And I look out for the tavern.
So, yeah, so you can, the double doors up ahead, it does, right above it, it does say tavern in equally embroidered golden cursive letters, which actually you can't read, Allie.
But I would at least know where the tavern is, so I could.
Everyone else can read tavern. They have above 13 intelligence, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
They can read cursive. It's just, it's like in Common's cursive, and just Allie's just not intelligent enough to read it. So,
Why, I'm not intelligent enough to read cursive?
that's right.
Oh, you would not be able to read anything in my spellbook at all
Yeah,
whatsoever.
13,
Haha,
it's 13,
get
yeah.
fucked.
So I'm saying that's why I said 13, or you needed a 13 before to read the name of the boat, because it was in cursive. It was in common, but in cursive common.
I'm gonna learn how to read cursive from Friggs, because I want to exchange books at some point. And spells.
Part of like
Cool.
I really want my like spellbook to just be written all in cursive and like in real. It's just like the most.
You know, I also have a spell book, and I'm pretty sure that we want to share our spells.
Fair point.
Okay.
Mine
So
was-
yeah,
mine
you
had
guys
better read.
head towards the
All
tavern.
of my
the, dou-
spells, though.
Where's the tavern?
the double doors.
Just straight ahead.
Yep. So so
Where
Emron,
does
you're
it-
able to open it, and it opens up into it seems pretty up class, like upper class. It's very fancy. There are it's just the desks are very well. They're very well made. Not the desks, the tables. The tables are very well made. There's a very well stocked, very long, large library of alcohols behind the bar. Even the stools are wooden stools with a single post holding them up with a cushion, but the cushion looks very well made, very well stuffed. It's lined with metal, like golden trim around it. It's everything in here is just gorgeous. It is shining. It is shimmering.
I like this place, but I also hate this place.
Could say shining, shimmering, splendid.
Oh my god.
Taking a point of inspiration away. Where is it?
What? No! I get so little already. Don't take them away from me.
You got like 3 this game. Yeah,
I did not.
I hate this place, but I also like this place.
Okay. So, yeah, Emron, you feel right at home. And
I would like-
from behind the bar, you can hear Emron. Welcome back. Hello.
Oh my god. Who is this?
Who do I see?
There is a halfling standing behind the bar. Emron, look! I finally ordered it from the other bartender. And then he puts his hand on a lever and levers himself down, so he disappears behind the bar. And then levers himself back up, so he comes back up. I can finally see!
Oh, I heard of those. Those are pretty useful for shorter folk.
Excuse you?
Good for you.
Shorter
So he
folk,
was like
wow.
Orover?
Wait,
Come on,
Yeah.
you know how I meant it.
Sorry, did your friend say something? She looks kind of like she's got an attitude already. Kind of just glares at you. I will tell you, honey, right now, you are not going to come into my tavern and tell me anything or insult me or whatever you think you're doing right now.
Oh. I need you to do that visual one more time.
You have to earn it.
Well, good evening to you too. Hello.
I didn't know how much I wanted that till I just saw it.
Hello.
Yeah, I know,
My name
right?
is Fix-It. What's yours?
Mm. Well, that was pretty polite, wasn't it? You must have been talking to the tavern owner over there. He always talks about modalities and morals and manners and many of those things that start with M.
Yeah. Olaf?
Huh. You know, I don't remember his name either, so it's okay. I don't really care. Well, nonetheless. Emron, welcome back. What will you be having today? Your regular? The usual?
I think I'll take a stronger grog than usual. We had a rough day.
A grog, huh? Well, we don't... Emron, you know that we don't serve that gruel here.
So, wait, what would I know what they are selling instead?
They do sell some quite fine ales, wine, a couple experimental alcohols. Well, you know, yeah. Well, I guess I'll say that. I said that in character then. And she said that. She's like, we have wines, we have finer ales. There's plenty of breweries here in the city. We have our own here, you know. So we experiment with some of the stronger stuff. I wouldn't call it moonshine.
Yeah, then-
It's it's much too refined to be something like that.
But yeah, give me the experimental stuff.
Ah.
As usual.
Sure.
All right.
Good old rubbing alcohol.
Literally, yeah. It's like. so basically, he just kind of lowers himself down, just appears, into the. And then you hear him just like glasses clinking, and then he kind of shoots himself back up. Okay.
Do
Yes,
I hear
here you
like
go.
Stuart Griffin little pity pats?
And then he presents the round glass to you with a clear liquid that has like gold flakes in it, and and then he just like kind of looks around. He's all, not fancy enough today. Not fancy enough. This. And he grabs like a random cherry that he found and just throws it in there. Here you are, Imran. And what will your friends be having?
I'll take.
I'm assuming they're your friends. I don't really remember you bringing many friends in here.
And we just met today. They are just a group of fresh adventurers that I'm helping out while they are in the city.
Oh, so you didn't make friends again? Man, Embron, you really need to get out there and just put yourself out there. I'm sure you'll find somebody who likes you who you really are. It's okay.
Hey, he's a great man. He saved me today.
See, Embron, you're already making friends. This is great.
Thank you, but I don't. He just
Hey,
drifts
Embron,
away.
whatever happened to that Tabaxi girl you were talking to?
Oh, she was just a merchant on traveling through town, so
So
she's on
started
her way again.
Oh, was that before or after the tiefling chick that you met?
That was, I think that was after.
But you know who I really miss was that the half-orc? That was a good choice. You really messed that one up, Emron.
You sure? I mean, I wasn't that interested in her, so maybe that's
Well, had me
more.
fooled. Maybe she was more into you than you were into her. I guess that makes sense. I mean, you're a whole
I'm
lot
not-
of lying
yeah.
to handle, I guess. Anyone else want a drink?
I'll take the strongest thing you have.
Okay. So, all right. just pours another one of the same thing that Emron has. He's all, and looks around for something else. There's no more cherries. Shit.
Do you
Just
think it's
grabs this
flammable?
random thing and just throws in like an orange slice that he found right there.
Do you think it's flammable?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Have you ever tried that?
I have not tried that.
Shall we?
You can insight
Can
that it
we-
was obviously a lie. Like,
I will incite that anyway. I will roll for that. Let's see. Let's
you-
watch me fail.
you passed.
Can we?
Yes, give me the strongest you got. If I can't sterilize the wound with my bourbon, I don't want it.
Can we not like set fire to the alcohol in this new place, please? Remember, like we're trying to be nice in taverns. Nice in taverns.
So- And I look at the bartender. You want to try that?
no.
I do not condone such acts here in the tavern. Please do not do so. You may be arrested, or worse, arrested.
I'll look to the halfling. Thank you. Yeah, don't encourage this. No, stop it.
I shove Ali to the
Just
side.
Grab my drink.
And for the two of you, anything
I'll
at all?
just take an ale. I'll just take an ale. Thank
Just
you.
an ale? Sir, we do not have just an ale in this establishment. Look around. We have the finest ales.
Just an ale, please. Surprise me on which kind.
Ah, okay. Well, how about this one? And he kind of pushes over this very very pleasant looking like amber ale, but it's actually got a tinge of red to it, and it smells kind of like cherries. This one's called the Redwood Runner.
I'll take a sip and try it.
Okay. It's very smooth. It's probably one of the smoothest ales you've had recently. And it does have that tinge of cherry taste. It definitely has more of the aroma of the cherry than an actual taste of it, which allows you to really really kind of appreciate like the flat smooth taste as that goes down. There's no like it's just like water almost. It's great.
Yeah, Friggs is not a connoisseur. He doesn't usually drink.
Right. So then to him
So
it's just all alcohol. So
yeah, that's why I just said a regular ale. But whatever.
you do
that's what
notice
gives
he
me,
does
that's what
notice the
gives me.
cherry though, just a little bit. It does smell like cherry. So
Not bad. I'm Nix, by the way.
pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Oh, I suppose it's rude to not tell you my name. Well, yeah. Do you want to know my name? I mean, you didn't ask or anything. It just kind of like sits there. Like, his fingers,
I
just
would
says, like-
love to know your name.
just like anime girl fingers it. He's just like.
Look around, fix it. Like, I'm Ellen Ray. Nice to meet you. And yes, we would like to know your name.
I'm literally right next to him, and I just tell him I'd like to know.
Ah.
As he says that.
Well, Emron, why don't you introduce me to your friends?
On the
Hey,
spot.
Sebastian, you got a random name generator present for you?
I'm just kidding. Oh, actually, yeah, here. Emron, let me. Emron is so funny. Give me a second. I'll DM you.
Put on the spot.
There you go, Emron. I DM'd you, so you don't have to be panicking. I felt bad after doing that. I was like, no, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't come up with some kind of like that name. So either way, well, guys, this halfling here is called Panna Warm Topple.
Mhm.
Or is it?
That's right,
Warm,
No, you had it. Yeah, it's Patter Warm Topple. Yes.
Patter?
Panner.
Because Siege
Panner.
you
It's
switched
Penner.
Panner.
Tanner.
Panner.
Panna Warm Topple.
Yeah, Panner Wormtopple. Where would you patter? What kind of name is patter? Panner is a common name for halflings. Have you never met one, my friend?
Not that many.
It's just like, humans have their ridiculous names that they decide to name everybody like, I don't know, Chris or something, where everybody has the same name.
Yeah, weird.
See, my name's fucking spelled different, so he couldn't pull that. I'm is he? Maybe he notices, maybe he doesn't. But I'm like half paying attention to this conversation, still looking for prohibited areas.
There
Just trying
is
to
one-
mark where they're at.
There is one, you can actually see, there is like It's the guild symbol again with that minor illusion type thing, but there is a red X through it. Above, like the top left of the door frame, to a door at the end of the bar going behind the bar, basically. Not behind the bar, but it's like at the end of the bar going through the wall back that direction, opposite you. There's a few other doors, but none of them around the rest of the room, but none of them have that same illumination that you see.
Okay. I'm assuming there are like tables and stuff around that we can just take a seat in really quick after we get our drinks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's tables.
Okay, yeah, so I'll find wherever Allie's sitting if she already sat down.
Yep.
Take a seat.
I would have started walking after introducing her to something like my the place where I'm always sitting.
Sure.
When I'm having a drink.
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Okay. Yeah. So he Penner, he's just like, all right. Well, if you all are done, then enjoy your drinks. Enjoy the night. I am here forever. I live here basically. So please, if you need more, just ring the bell. Each table has
May
one.
I have a cup of tea?
A cup of tea. What kind?
Lavender, please.
Lavender. Oh, that's a rare flower. I might have some. Let me go find it. Let me go see. Just kind of like just gets himself back down. You can just hear the little patters of the feet around. Just about like 20 seconds go by, and then you just hear aha. Run and then and then
Oh my god.
ah yes. I happen to have a couple left, and they must have your name on it, Mr. Visitor.
Fix it.
Yes,
Six
that was
fix it.
Thank you, Six. Yes. Okay, here you are.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Okay. Very well. What language was that? I've never heard that thank you before. Goes to look at his languages on his sheet.
Yes, the
Draconic.
language.
Draconic. Oh.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Guten Tag. Wie heißt du, meine Freunde?
I'm pretty sure that's Zemnian.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
Owen.
Awesome. Okay. So, well, I will keep that in mind. Now I know how to say those in Draconic. Thank you.
So good, so good.
Enjoy. And he goes back to doing whatever he's doing.
How tall is Emron for no specific reason at all whatsoever?
Give me a second.
For no specific reason whatsoever.
6 feet. 6 feet 2.
Cool, got it. Carry on. Definitely not up to something.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So, if we were to sit down and to take a swig of this mystery drink,
I already drank
if
it.
we're not very
Fortuitous.
no, if we're not very if usually we drink more like very fruity, ciders and fruity mead. Is it like rubbing alcohol basically?
Yeah, yours is the experimental one.
It's more so that Panner has recently gotten into. Emron would know. So Emron, you know that Panner has recently been awarded funds to begin his own brewery in the back.
Oh shit!
And so so he's begun experimenting with stronger alcohols. Because he received the funding because he had petitioned it as a source of revenue for the Golden Mantles, tavern here, like hoping that other guild members and visitors would be purchasing this unique alcohol, right? So he's experimenting right now.
I'll just relate this to the group and say, I'm drinking that usually just to give him an overview how he's doing and what he might make better for the next try.
Ellie already has a swig in her mouth. Mm.
Mhm. It's already burning.
Mhm.
Well,
And as
well,
a matter
they're
of fact,
having. Go ahead.
some of the gold flakes in the drink are a little too thick too. Like he didn't shave the gold thin enough, so you can
Oh.
feel them kind of cutting along your mouth. It's fun. But
like
the
when you
orange
drink
slice
orange
is
juice
nice.
in that
It's very
pulp.
fresh.
I see he didn't take my advice from last time. I'm sorry on his behalf.
Takes another swig. Swirls it around in her mouth. She
It
just
and you can see Pander. So so you're able to notice that yeah, Fix It and Ali, you guys are able to notice that Pander is actually, he was cleaning glasses, but he's actually kind of looking up, watching you guys drink it, like trying to like gauge. How's it doing over there?
I'm writing that down a lot. I am trying to not let anything be known.
Performance check.
Yes.
Uh,
Of course, I'll take a swig as well.
Okay.
Maybe facial expression freezes for a second, and then continue drinking.
Okay.
I don't
they're
think I'm old
drinking,
enough to drink.
As we take a seat, I want to
I wouldn't
take the
ask.
11 minutes it takes to ritual cast Identify on the whole city visitors pass thing.
Okay. You go to cast on it, and from the moment that you so 10 minutes pass, right? You guys are just talking, sitting, relaxing a little bit, maybe enjoying your drinks before you guys go to sleep. And when you finally cast it on there, the sigil itself expands and becomes this massive illuminating sign. It's turned color red. It is blaring this alarm for 300 feet. And Emron, basically, you can hear kind of thunderous rumbling from other doorways from the halls. Just this horde of footsteps of just running. You hear metal clanking, and within seconds, there is an entire like squad of these heavily armored knights, fully dressed, fully armed, all around you guys. And there are blades up to all of you. Yes, and you're able to notice that there's actually a stairway that does lead up. So it's like, so when you guys entered this room, the tavern, it was like kind of like only like a 10-foot ceiling right here. It goes along, it extends forward in. That secret forbidden door was to the left if you were looking in. The bar was like parallel with you guys, so you guys have to come around the side to like look at the bartender. You guys sat then this way and the opposite direction of the bar, and it opens up. The ceiling goes higher over here, and you're able to see that there are stairways that lead up to the second floor as well. And there are now people aiming crossbows at the second floor at you as well, and so you're just surrounded.
Holding my drink.
I'll just
It
like
wasn't me.
Sorry, I'm wizard. I like arcane things. I was just curious as to how this worked. So
Hey,
not
yeah.
myself.
Hi guys. Yeah, he's a bit.
New.
No. I just basically take a hand like, hey guys, he's just a bit curious how things work here in this town. They just arrived today, so
What he said.
please excuse him.
Pushing past the guards that are still at ready with their spears, halberds, glaives, long swords, shields, everything. These guys are decked out. One of them pushes past a smaller framed person and removes the helmet. And it is a half-orc female.
Ooh.
So that
That
was hopefully not the. That's hopefully not the for
You recognize
for
her
Sebastian
instantly.
to know. Is that the person that's the
Oh boy!
that Emron was hitting on? what Pamela, the person who Pamela mentioned?
Yep. So you see
I'm just
her
looking at it, like,
immediately.
as it like.
And she,
yeah, go ahead.
you see her immediately, and she looks at you. Emron. She
They
walks
are
up
new
to
in
you.
town. They,
She walks up. And just slaps you. Just across the face, Emron.
Ow! But
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
just-
I deserved that for not telling him to do that. Just holds his chin base, or
she's
the
all,
place where he got slapped.
Oh yes, and for that too. Slap again. Just a second slap.
What was the first one for then? Ow!
You don't
You're
recognize me?
strong as
Do you not remember my name? What's my name, Emron?
Would I know her name?
It's up to you.
Or would he know her name?
She has a name. Do you remember her name? This was a few weeks back. You can roll an intelligence check with disadvantage because of the alcohol. It's begun to settle in.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Is this
It's
is this
going
standard
Zero,
greeting?
zero, zero.
I'm not going to use an inspiration. I just want to see how that turns out.
Is this the standard greeting for the guild?
With disadvantage, you said intelligence. That's a 4.
I keep sipping my drink.
Okay.
I'm just standing there frozen, like, don't shoot me, please.
Emron, you can't quite remember her name. It starts with an S and it ends with an I.
Saldari, Sindari. I'm sorry. Must be the alcohol right now. I had a bad day.
Sidari? It's Sinari. Fine. Yeah.
Must be the alcohol. I'm sorry. You know Prema's special drink.
Roll a deception check. I guess it's a persuasion technically, because your character thinks it's the best of his ability. So roll persuasion.
Guys are weird today. Jesus!
Persuasion? That's a 21.
She's all-
You can see.
So you said Sidari, and her name is Sinari. It's exactly the same, but the D and the N are separate. And she's like, Fine. Emron, you know that the rules say that you cannot have any one of your visitors tampering with the sigil. What are you thinking?
You did not tell us that, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And just whispering under my breath. Shit, that was the rule I forgot.
That was the fourth. That was the fourth rule.
It's late. I almost died. It must have slipped my mind.
Fine.
I mean,
She
they
snaps
know
and
for
all the
now,
guards
and
they relax.
Is this thing still like big and red and blown up?
Yeah, she's all. You're gonna have to go back to the front. You know where the front is, right? Get a new sigil at the door.
Hello, miss.
I'll gesture like, can I get up? And I'll just start making my entrance.
Two of the guards, standing, they're towering over you. Just follow you out.
Towering over me in 5'10".
Yeah, you're 5'10". Yeah, they're
Jesus. Okay.
over 7 feet tall.
Damn.
Of course they are.
Yeah, I'll go back to the.
They
I'll
are.
go to the fucking front.
Yeah.
I'll go to the front and get a new goddamn sigil.
Alright. So we'll go to the front, you can get your sigil. So you go back out to the front, and the two guards are standing there, and the one that was handing out the sigils sort of just looks at you. It's like,
Emron didn't tell me. I was curious.
he kind of just chuckles, and then the other one is just like, damn it! And just like pulls out some money and like hands it over to the second guard.
Now, if I would have known there was a bet going on, I could have had some. Like
The one that handed out the sigil was just like, hey, I'm fine with it. I got money today, so
Anyway, my apologies, gentlemen. I was
don't
just
mess
curious.
with it this time. That was the fourth rule that I told you.
But he didn't tell me, and I didn't know. And you can't give magical things to a witch. Expect him to be curious.
You're able to insight that when he said that, he was lying. that he wasn't telling the He was like, as he said that, he's very obviously saying that he told you because he knew he forgot to tell you. And there's the 2 towering
I'm just
guards
going
that are
along
even
with it. I
bigger,
don't
and so he
care.
just did not want to piss them off. So don't mess with this one up this time, okay? Thank you.
Got it.
Yeah. Hmm.
My bad.
Don't mess with it with magic.
All right, and so you're able to go back inside. And so you're all back at the table again, and the half orc is kind of just sitting there, staring at Emron. She's all
Question from Sebastian.
Yep.
Can you give me the name again? My something sounded weird on my end.
Sinari.
Sinari.
So, yeah. So I'll type it into the tabletop.
So even if my spell alerted the thing,
Mhm.
would this spell still have worked and told me how the sigil works?
It's a good question. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up to an Arcana check.
Huh.
I will accept that. All right.
Okay.
And I will burn a point of inspiration because I'm
Oh.
very curious as that.
Oh,
Can't even contain your pixels. You're that curious.
Wow. Your mind is all sorts of jumbles right now.
That is a 16 plus the 2 from inspiration plus 6 from my Arcana, so that's a 24 with
Jesus.
efficiency.
Okay. So yeah, you.
I'm good at a very few
you-
things.
So you realize that this is an adapted. It's sort of like a customized version. So there must be some sort of capable wizard on the premises. That's an adapted version of the alarm spell.
Ooh. Okay.
oh.
Yeah.
So if I would remember
No.
the
So,
rule now,
so members don't know how it works. The only reason that Friggs gets it, because I mean, you guys know that it goes off when someone tries to mess with it, but Friggs understands the origin of it, like how it, so some of the of how it was created. You don't quite understand the complete theory behind it yet to be able to utilize it, but you now have your first steps into knowing it. You've understood that, oh, this is a modified version of alarm. Now, how modified or in what way, you're not sure yet. It's kind of like, it's like the Matrix we're trying to break through, but you did get your first little piece of it.
Sweet.
Oh.
Oh, I have so many questions.
Okay. Then you guys. So she's sort of looking at Emron again. She's like, you're kind of a dick for what you did to me, but I still can't forget what you did to me.
Damn.
Would you like to?
What, Dragonborn?
Would you like to join? Would you like to join us for tea?
No, thank you.
Oh,
At this point, am I actually
He's
getting
just
back? Am I getting back to the table at this point?
Yeah, you're
Because
getting
I
back to
would
the
like to. Not to. I can wait till after this conversation. There's a question for you when you're done yelling at my line.
Sure.
Running friend.
Fine. Emron, we have unfinished business. There's something we need to talk about.
all right.
I guess it'll have to wait, since you have company.
Does it though? Does it have to wait?
And she looks at
I
Allie.
mean,
She's all. It is
No.
none of your
No,
concern.
No, Allie did not say. Allie's just sitting there, drinking the thing, sipping her drink, trying to not let anyone know that the drink is way too strong. Way too strong. Just.
I mean, we can take the hint.
Anyway, Emron, we have unfinished business, and we need to have a discussion. Maybe tomorrow or something.
About
Then. Because there are some commitments that are going to have to be made, friend. Just so you know. I'm not playing around.
Oh,
And she sort of just turns
Alright.
around and walks off.
My question, yeah, please.
What is it? Frozen popsicle man. What?
Sure. Name is Nix.
I'm not interested. What?
I
I
couldn't
am
help but
busy,
notice
and now
with-
I am pissed. What do you need?
What would it take for me to get a what's the word I'm looking for?
I
An
wouldn't.
audience with
Ah.
the wizard that modified this, because this is ingenious. I like this.
Oh, great! I'm glad you appreciate it. You can nerd out with him all you want, but you have no access to him on account of you being a visitor. I don't even know who you are. I just know that if you do that again, I'll probably just behead you. So, great.
Fair.
My job is to guard. Your job is to sit here and not piss me off. Cool. Great. Do we understand each other? I'm glad.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. You chose the wrong guy to vouch for you. He's kind of a piece of shit, but that's fine. He is now going to be my piece of shit, whether he knows it or not. Great. Are we done? Okay. It is 1 in the morning. I need to sleep. It is 1:30. I can't believe you guys woke me up at this hour for this. This is ridiculous. I'm going to bed.
Sorry.
She's just like progressively more pissy as the day, as the conversation goes on. So she's just like, I'm out. I'm walking away. And she just goes,
I'll make my way over to Panner. I won't even sit down in the booth. As she just leaves.
okay.
Panner.
Yeah, and so Tanner's cleaning glasses and like, hey, don't worry about her so much. She's just having a rough time. Emron over
I'm
there.
totally not worried about her at all whatsoever.
Oh, great. Well, if you want an audience with the wizard, well, I might be able to make that happen. The wizard really enjoys testing out the alcohols I make. So maybe, when it's not sleepy time, we can, send you up there with the alcohol delivery so I don't have to walk up there. The stairs are not my best friend, just saying.
Can I insight check that to see if he's just trying to
Yeah, of course you can.
be full of shit?
Oh boy.
Do. That's not great. That's a 10 with proficiency.
Passive is better. But you're actively trying to do it, so it doesn't matter. So you look at it, and you kind of sit there, To you, it seems genuine. There's no weird... I was really deciding what to say. I was like, there's no strange... It seems like calm words. It's a calm mentality. The halfling, he is not fidgety. He's not suspicious. He is telling it like it is.
Okay. Well, thank you, Penner. I will... Tomorrow, unfortunately, we are busy with lots of stuff going on, but I will take you up on that offer whenever I can.
Sure.
Could you just give me the name of this wizard?
The name of the wizard? Ooh, yeah, I could do
I'll
that.
slide a silver over the counter.
Okay. I just don't know. I feel like the surprise would be better if you were to go talk to him yourself. Does take the silver anyway.
Yeah, I figured.
I feel like if I don't know, I guess I feel like if I tell you his name though, he's gonna be kind of upset. Kind of a private person.
Okay. Well, thank you, Penner, and I'll just walk away.
But I'll set you up when you come back.
I'll
At
just
least
wave
talk.
as I walk away.
While he's talking to Panner, I'm gonna lean over to Emron. So, it seems like you should follow that lady. She does not seem happy with you, and I can kinda understand that.
We already have a. You heard that she wants to hear me tomorrow in a meeting. We'll meet tomorrow. So after everything is done tomorrow, and after we talk to the dragon that we saved, I'll have to meet up with her. Yeah.
It's your head that's gonna roll, and I take a swig. I'm like,
You might want to slow down there.
You want another one? You seem like you want to forget stuff.
Hey, Frex, how did it go?
I will meet this wizard. And I'll just sit down, drink my drink.
All right.
Is that a promise or a threat?
Promise. I would go off on a little rant on how ingenious this little care.
I'll play interested and nod and
Cool. So
I've been around you long enough to know you wouldn't give a shit.
yeah, so the rest of you are able to relax for the rest of the night. Imran is able to show you up to where the visitors' barracks are, and he shows you guys where the room is. And so you guys relax for the rest of the night. You go through a long rest. The next morning pops up, and you guys are supposedly heading to the barracks, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Before I head to bed, I'm gonna give everyone a slap.
What?
What?
what? No.
Is that not a standard greeting?
No,
Slap
it's
everybody.
No.
No, not at all. No.
Point of inspiration. Oh my god. Okay.
Is there? Oh shit. Penner. Do you have food?
Food? Why would you need food?
Like, you know, when people drink alcohol, most of the time they want something to eat. Do you have some kind of meat?
Maybe. Goes to the back. Comes back. Yeah, I have some.
Could I get like this much, please?
Oh, you wanted some. Goes back down. Goes back again. Goes to get it and brings it back. Ah, here you go.
You're doing something wrong. How much for that?
What? No, it's free.
Oh.
It's your first day. I think I'll treat you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
I'll
problem.
take
Plus,
it.
I'll charge double tomorrow, so it's okay. I'll make up the revenue.
That works.
Okay.
What kind of meat is it? Is it like cured meat or like?
No, it's just raw meat.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So once we're up and like where we can sleep, I'm gonna poof Nox into existence.
Oh, you
immediately going-
poof Nox into existence, and Nox is
It-
fucking furious. He
I'm
just poofs in,
immediately-
and the owl poofs in backwards. With its back already facing you.
See? Look, I got you something, and I'm gonna hold it the meat.
The head slowly turns around, looks at the meat, bites it real fast, and then turns back around.
Sorry, I understand. Just feed him the meat.
The owl then finds the highest place to perch, and it perches up there.
Okay. We can take our long rest now.
So you guys go ahead and take the long rest. You guys feel well rested. It's the next morning, and you're traveling to the barracks. So you guys, unless there's any objections, I don't think you guys need to do anything else before that, right?
Nope.
Okay.
These beds are uncomfortable.
Okay.
I've had worse.
You guys arrive at the barracks the next morning, and everyone is already assembled. You guys are the last to arrive, and Katrine is up on the pedestal, or up on the podium.
Time of day? Did you say that or did I miss it?
So it's about 9. It's about 9 in the morning. Let's say you guys will get there.
Okay.
I left Nox outside again on a roof to look for.
Nox did
Suspicious
not
people.
do it. Nox just followed you in this time. Refuses.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
And it's
I'll
still
just
perched
hold it.
on you with its back towards you though. It's not looking at you. Literally on your shoulder, just looking away.
I feel like I'm behind. I'm behind Allie, like following them in, and I'm just like staring at Nox, as being like, I get it.
wow!
Okay, so you
But
guys
you
are up
can't see this 'cause I'm behind you.
Yeah. And she's Katrine is steps up there. Basically, as you guys are arriving, she's stepping on the pedestal, acknowledges that you guys are there. All right, everyone. The meeting has a late start, and I hope that doesn't cost us anything. Kind of stares at the party for a minute.
You know,
You can just see this tinge of regret in her eye. Just this, like...
You know, it's cool when the teacher was asking a question, you tried to avoid eye contact. Like,
I just pointed at Ali.
what?
First things first. We're staging the raid. Everything is ready. Many of the men are already there around the building where we saw members of the Holy Blaze Brigade, confirmed members who entered town just a few days ago, have kidnapped the Duke. We don't know their intentions. No demands have been made. We need to get him out. Some of you will be heading there, most of you for that raid, and the rest of you will be preparing the rest of the day to embark, to find, track, hunt down, and hunt down the pirates or whoever they are that took our Duke, and bring him back. Rescue him. The Duke is top priority. Only the most skilled will go. Second priority, we're sending to the raid. The Count is also of high priority, but he is number 2 on the list. The Duke is higher nobility. We keep that in mind. Any questions so far? Looks around to the guards, looks to the party in the back.
Emron just shaking his head.
We've contracted with the local mercenary guild, the Golden Mantles. And as you scan the room, you realize it's not just city guards now. There are actually members of the guild there as well. Many of them, due to the nature of the contract, will be taking part in the raid. We are going in. If we are able to subdue the Holy Blaze Brigade members, then we will do so. But if they attack with hostile intent, we will not hesitate to cut them down.
Whisper to Friggs. That's not good.
Those of you who will be assigned to find the Duke, you will also be taking part in the raid. And immediately after, will be sent out. Preparations are being finished. They're almost done, I believe. And she kind of looks around the room. She's just like, so, Duke party is going to be... You. She points at a couple. She goes through, and at the end she's all, Leonin, you will be the last member.
Alright, understood. With or without my charge? I'm responsible for.
Without your charge? Ah, you mean those ruffians behind you?
I wouldn't call them that, but
We can't
exactly
send
those
civilians
people,
out.
yes.
We cannot send civilians out. We've already purchased you from your guild. You will all be taking part in the raid. And as soon as it's done, you are to report, Leonin, to the docks. If you want to try to convince the captain to take you with your friends, that's up to you. It is at the discretion of the squad leader. Keep in mind, the boat is a hired gun. They have no loyalty to anything but the coin. But the members in the search party are loyal. Loyal to the Duke. As they should be. All of you should be. Any questions thus far?
What kind of firepower do they have?
The members of the Holy Blaze Brigade, from what I've heard, stories I've heard, holy magics, heavy armament.
Hmm.
And if they are in cahoots with those traveling adventurers that kidnapped the nobility, then there are some unknown variables as well. I don't know what their intentions are. We have no reports and still no demands. We have to assume the worst. That they're nothing but rebels trying to incite rebellion, to create a divide in this city, and cause an uprising. And Emron, you've been hearing recently too that there have been some political disagreements in the city between the peoples, and not just the peoples, but the Count and Duke have not had the best relationship recently.
I didn't catch the second part of the sentence.
The Count and the Duke have not had the best relationship recently either.
With each other or with the
With each other.
public?
With each other.
Okay.
And from what you know, Emron, the Duke is a pretty upstanding noble, as far as nobles go. But you know the Count is a dick.
Okay.
From what
Surprising that they wanted to meet them, yeah.
We could have told you that.
And someone walks up to her, and she gets word from someone. So, I just have word. We've had to contract a new ship. When the ship we contracted, all of the members went missing last night.
Ooh.
So the ship will be prepared tonight. You sail out when the sun is down. So if you have any business to attend after the raid, Leonin, granted you survive. She kind of smirks. Take care of it. Any more
Yeah.
questions?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Report out to the raid. Good luck, and all of you, come home. Dismissed. She walks off to the side. And that's where we'll pause it this week. And next week we'll come back for the raid.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Yay!
All right.
Somehow I think my charisma is working the wrong way.
Yep. So yeah. So thank you everybody. We extended a little bit longer this session, but thank you guys for watching. I would just want to shout out to MPM666 for always being here. You are phenomenal, and to all of the members who take part, and all of the thank you for being part of the chat today, MPM. And if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like, follow, subscribe on the It's a Crit Twitter. Right over here to my side, the It's a Crit YouTube as well. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that like and the notification, the bell notification, so you guys can get notified whenever these episodes go up again. Appreciate all the players for you guys spending your time with me here today. Appreciate the camera and the tech support from Gonza. Thank you. And, well, I guess we'll find out next time what happens on the next episode of It's a Crit at the raid. Till then, stay alive. All right. See ya.